All right.
That was a weak clap.
That's fine.
We can start the podcast, so that's fine.
No, don't worry about it, man.
All right, welcome, guys, to the UGS ground level podcast number.
I cannot even remember.
I think it's
seven. Number
I think
7.
it's 7.
I'm
gonna look it up real quick. Hold on.
He's gonna look it up, but I'm gonna introduce myself. I am UGS Bushi.
And I am a UGS manly guy.
And I'm RPG rock guy.
And I am RPG Tog.
2 RPGs and 2 oh my god.
So first, I want to start off by saying sorry for the little bit postponed episodes. It's been like a month and a half without.
Yeah, it's 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's number 7.
All right.
Fired our whole staff. We got.
we had
to fire Amethyst. No.
No, Adam's still here. He's just feeling a little
Yeah,
sick.
he's
I hope
not.
you feel
He's
better.
feeling under the weather, so he's gonna sit this one out. But yeah,
Yeah.
we ended up. Everyone got real crazy lives and got real busy real quick, so we ended up having to go on a small hiatus, even though we didn't want to.
Yeah,
5 weeks.
Yeah.
we kept communicating like, yo, let's do it this week. Let's do it this week.
And then
that's
something
just-
would pop up
Yeah, something
in
always
somebody's schedule, and then we'd be like, yeah, something else popped up in
Yeah.
my schedule, so I got to go do that.
So
But
I
we're
mean,
back for the fans.
But we're back
yeah, we're back
for one more.
at least.
One more and then another 5-week hiatus. Let's go.
No.
And we go for the 3-peat. Let's go.
No, we got one more. We're actually gonna officially call it right here. One more on the UGS
Ground
YouTube
Level
channel,
Podcast.
Ground Level Podcast.
Yes. So what
are
we're
we
gonna-
still calling it Ground Level?
I think we might rebrand it a little, but it's going to
Okay.
be the same people.
Yeah.
We're going to have to talk to, some people about that. But
Yeah,
logistic wise, it's going to be the same people.
same people.
We're
It's just
still
gonna be
doing
on a
the same
different
thing.
YouTube channel.
Yeah,
We're
we're
just
just
gonna be
going to transfer it over to our YouTube channel, Rarely Paragon Gaming.
Follow them.
Yeah, come follow us,
Subscribe.
subscribe to us on YouTube. We're going to start making a bunch of content, and this is going to be one of the things that we transfer over, which
This-
is also interesting because we started a campaign for D&D.
Yes, we did. But before we get to that, I feel like that's gonna take a while to discuss.
That's fine. I
Especially
just
the
think- I
DM
just
is
think it's fun.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is that in that new podcast, we're not gonna talk Smash as much. Like even this podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this is basically just a podcast to like catch you guys up on the events that we've missed talking about, kind of like get our ideas on what we wanted to say,
Yeah.
and then probably like when we start the new podcast, it's gonna be more free flow.
Yeah,
know,
more
not-
free form. Just discuss whatever's on our minds.
Yeah.
Have fun. That's the most important part. We just gotta
Yeah, that's what
enjoy our
that's the
time
whole reason
together.
we're doing this.
Yeah.
We will talk Smash if something important happens, however.
Yes, we will
There's
still be
quite a few
discussing Smash here and there. If anything cool happens, any like shout outs to players that we know, especially like if they're doing well, huge come ups, we'll always shout them out. But the biggest thing is that
So
Smash is not going to be as important. We're not doing the weekly roundup.
yeah.
Yeah. We.
I will say, however, we made some moves in the 5 weeks we were gone, and RPG,
RPG
signed
out
2 new
here.
players.
Oh yeah, you guys.
So we're up
picked
to 4 sponsored players. We have
You wanna
RPG
shout them
Shay,
out? There you go.
we got RPG Jimbo Slice, and we got RPG Hydra and RPG Runaway.
Hell Hydra.
So
Hell.
I mean, Hydra just placed second at Shoop, so
Well, I just
that's
put my
cool.
Yeah,
hand
he
in
just
front
lost
of the camera.
to
That's good.
my teammate.
Yeah, we
Raven
lost
King.
to
Hey.
UGS's Raven King, which is
let's go.
fine because I don't mind that. We're all friends.
Gosh dang it.
So
The king still reigns. Hydra
he's
has
so
not won
good.
yet.
Raven King is so
No
damn
hail
good.
Hydras.
Hey,
He went from always
Until he
losing to me
wins.
to just beating me consistently, and I'm just like, I can't. do
fam,
anything
he's
against-
4 on the PR.
Yeah, he's number 4 on the PR. He couldn't take my spot though. Still
Hey,
got-
hey,
I'm
fam.
not. I'm number
I-
11 now, but
I-
he couldn't get that number 3
I still
spot.
think it's hilarious that he's using all you guys' characters now.
He does. He uses Snake.
He uses Snake and he uses
Oh, my heart, dude.
Frosty's.
Oh, I love that
Richter.
boy.
I mean, like we could talk about this PR, but nah, we're not talking about Smash like that.
The only thing I'm gonna mention on PR is that I'm number 11 for multitudes of reasons. Number 1, I only had attended 16 tournaments this season.
Yeah.
And I think there was like near 100 total tournaments this entire season. So I can't be mad. Huh?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, every 3
Yeah.
months.
There's about 100 or something tournaments total, and I only attended 16. And a couple of them I was using secondaries, and I didn't place too hot.
Yeah. I mean, overall,
So-
yeah, you still where you landed is still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
all considering
Top
you know.
15 don't even show up anymore. Speaking of which,
Hey.
here we go. The people that do enjoy watching me, if any of you guys are watching, I am officially retiring from Smash.
Oh, he's blowing himself
Had
up.
to had
me,
to
what?
clear the throat and everything.
You're retiring?
Yes, I am fully
No,
retiring.
he's blowing it up.
Fuck you.
He's oh shit no! He's blowing it up. He's saying I'm going suicide. I'm out, man.
No.
I mean, I don't know if he's nah.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Brace
mean it like
Let's
that.
not. Yeah, let's
Wait,
not.
wait,
do that.
hold on. Wait, I would have
Let's
said
not
something
make
like
that
that. No, I'm
joke.
joking.
That being
Oh
said,
my
may
God.
I ask why?
Yeah.
So life's just been getting busier and busier with work and stuff like that, and I was discussing a little things with you guys before the podcast started, but the main reason was when discussing with my roommate just about like how just learning how this world works, and he's much wiser and older than I am, right? And he was like,
Ouch.
how much do you think? I mean, I'm not that smart. So like
I was talking about the old part, but all right.
well, I mean, he's older than me. He's an
No,
old
but-
wise man.
No, but he's saying like he's
like
closer
the
to
old
his
man from
age.
Zelda.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
He's older than you.
I know.
By like 3 years.
He's almost 30.
I'm 30.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I might as well be 30.
Yeah, it's like a couple, literally. Yeah.
that's so close. Well,
A
I
few
didn't mean
months
that in
away.
any derogatory way. I just
I know,
meant
I'm
to.
just,
That's how he was
just
fucking
pulling your
with
leg.
you.
Go ahead.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
So
to
like,
interrupt.
when discussing with him, he's like, "How much do you think your time is worth?" Right? And you know, he made me sit there to contemplate how much is my time worth, and you know, and I came back to him like 10, 15 minutes later after thinking about it, and I was just like, I couldn't think of an answer, right? And he was like, well, look at it this way: if you put it into a monetary value, right? If you spend 10 hours working on something, how much do you think you should make out of that, out of that 10 hours? And I was like, you know, and I sat there for a second, and I was like, dude, if I can make at least $2,000 one day for 10 hours of work, I'd be happy.
That's the
Right?
dream right there, man.
That's the dream, right?
$200 an hour. All right.
Yeah, and it was like, well, obviously that's the
Yeah.
dream, right? So he's like, okay, and we did the math, and he was like, that's basically around $200 an hour. So I was like, okay, so what am I doing? If I go to a Smash tournament, for example, I'm here for 8 hours, right? I understand
Yeah.
I enjoy the game, I enjoy the people, but if I'm here for 8 hours and I barely scrape $200 if I win,
Yeah.
you know, then that's
a big if.
that's a big if. I mean, a lot of people here in Chicago are amazing at the game, you know, so it's just like I have to put so much time even before that to practice and keep up with these players and do research, and it's like, is it worth my time? And the conclusion I came to was it's not worth my time, especially with the way I want to progress my life and move forward in my life and the ambitions I have. I will always still be part of the scene. I love everyone here in Chicago. There's not even a person I could think of where I'm like, fuck that dude, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that guy. I love everyone here. I'll stop by every now and then if I have free time to, whether it's to commentate or just hang out, chill, play a couple games, and then figure out from there.
But we're still keeping
So-
you on the podcast.
I will always be on the podcast. Saturdays, I always try my best to always make room. So.
That type of mindset exactly is what my parents were saying when I was like, man, I should keep going to these tournaments. And I started saying to myself, like, all right, if I went to these tournaments, say I get second, third, is it really worth, man? And it makes me say, like, does Smash really, scale? And I've been saying it for a long time to a lot of people. Smash does not scale. If you want it to be your career,
I'm gonna actually put that a little further. I mean, if you want any esports game to be your career right now, unless it's League of Legends, it's not worth your time.
Dota,
And Dota, I forgot
Fortnite,
Smash
and
that. Fortnite, the amount of time you have to put into
it's just
Fortnite,
Yeah,
the amount
it's
of
too much.
so the amount of time. What we're talking about is monetary gain for hours put in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it doesn't add.
it doesn't.
So
add
like
up.
you're literally going hours of your day to do something that one person might make a decent living off.
yeah.
You understand me?
I mean,
And
you
that's
look
like-
at
A
Z-
regular job and make more. Than
I mean,
you
yeah, a majority of people who compete are people who have a regular day job.
Yeah.
You know, like because they come here just for
Fun.
more for the experience
Yeah,
and the fact
and-
that they get friends and they get a community of people that they can relate to and they're happy to be a part of.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we'll get to that, but
Yeah.
overall, it's just like I came to the same realization, which is why I started my company, which is why I started working to make that a possibility for people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the things that people don't realize is that my sponsored players aren't just players. They're also content creators, and that's what I want them to be. I want them to create something that they themselves can look at and be like, this is what I made, and I'm making money off of it.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
something to be proud of too.
Exactly.
Whenever there's like money involved after you do put in hard work, like
Yeah, I mean,
you get good resolve out
we,
of it. Like you feel better.
We bust our butts doing a bunch of video editing, and when the product is finished, and we see the look on some people's faces when they see the video, and they're like astonished and amazed.
Yeah.
It's like that is what we do it for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's lovely to get paid.
Oh yeah,
It really
it's
is.
100. Yeah.
And
Seeing
because
seeing that green, you
Yeah,
know, it's
because, I
just,
mean,
it's
I
a
just
different
put-
feeling sometimes.
I just put like 40 hours into a video that's 2 hours long.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see some money after that. You
Yeah,
know?
of
Like,
course. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Speak
like,
your shit, King. Speak your shit.
I'm just saying, and it's good that like at least in my profession we get paid up front.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah.
You know. But that's why it hurts to see, like, that's why I'm saying, like, it hurts to be on the opposite end and like wanting you guys to have that be a possible career, but the way it's structured is not going to work yet.
yeah.
And that's why one of the things that I want to try and do is find a way to change that structure.
Hopefully one day. I mean, if that's a possibility for the future generations of gamers, you know, that'd be amazing.
It's slowly becoming.
Yeah, I mean,
It's slowly becoming a possibility with the idea, like I said, right now the best way, if you are a competitive player, to make a living out of it is to also be someone that creates content.
Zero. Look at Zero.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the perfect thing was Zero. I mean, he actually gave up competing to just do content creation, and he's one of, like, I think the top 25 on Twitch right now.
He's
like,
top
viewers.
25
If you look at-
top Smash player. Of
If you
all
look at
time.
if you look at any other players that play Rocket League professionally, they all stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
I don't know how people like that game. I mean, I have to each their own. But
yeah, I
to each their
play
own.
it. I play it. I enjoy it, and
Yeah.
I enjoy watching it because again, it's another game that's
Yeah.
not super skill based, but overall it's still fun and it's still something entertaining.
Yeah.
If they're that good to make money, you know, good on them. You know, gotta love it. You know. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'd be doing the same thing if I had the
Yeah,
skills they have.
because I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. If someone walked up to me and was like, "Hey, I'll pay you 3 times what you're making right now to go shovel some horse shit for like 5 hours," I would totally do it.
Sell out.
I would totally do it.
Sell out.
Yeah.
And it ain't about, to me, it ain't about the fact that like I'm making a crap ton of money. To me, it's more about the freedom.
No,
But that's yeah, no, I get it. No pun intended. But my point is, like, it ain't about me making a lot of money. It's more about the freedom that I get to spend the rest of my day with my wife, my kids,
Yep.
and like doing the stuff that I want to do.
Exactly.
And that's kind of the idea of like what at least what our company's trying to push for. We're trying to offer that to people.
yeah. I
And
mean, it just
I feel like that's one thing that people struggle with, just like you. You know, how much is your time worth to you? And it's like,
I mean, obviously, when I gave him that number, it was like $2,000 for that amount of
but
work. It's just like,
it all depends on the person you are. I mean,
Yeah.
some like CEOs of some big corporations, their time is worth millions.
I mean, the reason that discussion even came up, because we were talking about Bill Gates, you know, and we were like
Yeah.
talking about how much he makes, and it was like, is it even worth it for him to pick up a $100 bill on the ground? And after doing his net worth, dividing that and doing a
No,
bunch of calculations,
not.
literally in 1 second he makes $110. It's not even worth that 1 second to
No.
pick up, because
Literally.
he already made the same amount of money.
He could
Exactly.
literally.
He made
Come on, bro,
$10.
bro,
In
bro. If he picked it up,
No,
he
that-
still
it's just
wouldn't.
a saying,
I
though.
know, but I'm just
I
like,
know.
fam.
But
come
if
on.
you
Just
think
saying.
about it from his perspective,
Yeah.
you understand me? I mean, just look at what he does. He's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill fucking Gates donates like a majority of.
I think
what he's
half
earned.
of his
Yeah,
net worth
half
he
of what his
donated.
net worth, he's just
Yeah.
giving it away.
Yeah.
You know, and that-
apparently he's only giving his kids like 1 or 2% of
yeah,
like when he
because
passes
he wants
away.
them to earn their
Yeah.
living.
Hey,
I mean,
let's
It's
go
just commendable.
like Carnegie.
Good job
Yeah.
on him.
Hey, just like Carnegie, man. Let's go.
Exactly.
I 1 to 2% of the billions of dollars that is still a lot
That's
of
still a
money.
shit ton of money.
A
Trust
lot
fund
of
babies,
money.
let's go.
But my point is, like, again, like back to what he asked you. You know, that question is very important. But I think another question that when you think about what you want to do for the rest of your life is like what I said. My reasoning isn't what I'm doing; it's about why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, it's about being able to have that freedom to be with my kids
To
and my
enjoy-
wife and live my life.
Yeah.
Watching my kids grow up, watching my kids do the stuff that they did. I missed my second born son's first steps because I was at work. And like that sucks, you know.
Yeah.
I was happily there for my firstborn,
Yeah.
you know, but I wanted to be there for my secondborn. I wasn't
Yeah.
able to because I had to work hours after hours, and it's like that's why I told myself I'm gonna build myself a business that is self-sustaining, so
Yeah.
that I no longer have to do that. I
Yeah.
no longer have to go work for someone and trade my time for their money.
Yeah.
Also, if you can
Speak
do,
it up, King. Let's go.
do something that you love at the same time, it just makes it that much better.
Yeah, and that's part of the passion. You know, that's part of the reason I feel like you don't have the same passion you did when you first
Yeah, I
started
mean,
doing
when I first got into Smash, I mean, I had a lot of stuff going on at the time. I mean, most of the people in the community know about why I joined the Smash community. It was to get off of drugs completely. Because I
it.
was
We're still waiting on the smoking.
Yeah, I
the
was like, come
smoking.
on,
Oh
bro.
yeah, okay. Well, I was doing way worse than than smoking.
Hey, man, smoking's still
I
out
was
here.
doing some
Smoking
pretty.
still kills you.
Listen, we're not gonna
hardcore
pull
stuff.
punches on you.
No, I know. I was doing some pretty hardcore stuff for a while, and when I decided to quit after my whole episode, I needed something to take my mind off of it, and I fell in love with Smash. Fell in love with the competition of it. Just like, even if it was just facing my friend, I was like, why is this asshole beating me? I want to beat him. Get better, get better than him. I got better than him, and I was like, I started watching the old GGA days, the GGA weekly
Ooh.
days.
Yikes.
Started watching Dan versus JJ Rocket Grand Finals, and I was like, man, I can beat these guys easy. I'll go on Sunday and just beat everyone there.
Did
I
you?
get there, I went
0-2.
0-2. 0-2. That's everyone's first thing though. Everyone sees the videos. You're like, I'm better than that. You go there, it's a completely different game.
Reality hits you in your face.
Yeah.
you're
Hey,
like,
hey,
alright.
I can't speak about that. My first tournament, I went 5-2. Get on me.
Okay, well you're better than me.
I was on Brawl, so like I was playing mid tier, fam. Come on, bro. Get on
I
me.
was playing Luigi at the time.
Oh, see that? I feel bad.
Yeah, post nerf Luigi. But so I fell in love with the game and became super passionate about the game. And at the time, I was younger, more naive about how life works. I thought everything revolved around me. It was just narcissistic, typical teenage mindset that most
Angst.
kids have. The angst, yeah, like where everything revolves around me. I can be the best in the world. I don't have to put as much time in because even though I was using Bayonetta at the time and I was carried to a certain point, I still had to put a lot of work in to keep. I mean, I was carried. I'm not gonna lie. If you've seen any of my old sets, it's pretty obvious at times. But when I realized, like, man, I gotta put so much work in just to keep consistent, like getting top 10s in there. It just starts going in the back of your head. It starts creeping in the back of your head.
Yeah.
It's like, do I have to keep practicing? So you stop practicing. You take a break from the game. You come back to it. I took a year break from Smash 4 until Smash Ultimate came out, and then a month in the game, I got second at whatchamacallit,
Midwest Mayhem.
Midwest Mayhem Ultimate. I was like, oh, I'm pretty good at this game. I started practicing really hard to keep up. I wanted to do really well, but didn't attend any big tourneys after that. So I started falling out of love with the game slowly. The practicing didn't happen as much. And stuff in life comes up, so you just get home tired and just like, I don't want to play. I just want to relax. I want to enjoy my time.
I think that also goes with just getting older and becoming an adult.
Yep.
Your priorities change. You start to realize that what you once thought that you wanted, you don't want anymore. So
Yeah. I mean, that definitely hit me within the past couple months where I was just like, I don't think Smash is for me anymore. I mean, you guys noticed a drop off even at the end of last season. I mean, in my attendance, I didn't attend as many try points, whether it was because of work or just I didn't feel like playing.
Majority of the past few months that you did make it to try, but you were just commentating.
Yeah, I commentated a lot. Those mostly the days I did commentate was mostly like after work. I just got here right after work, and I was like, I'm already too late to compete, so I'll just.
Let
But
me
the
say-
days where I was off and I did show up, sometimes I just chilled.
Let me say like this: a lot of the older players, and I say older players, older than 21, and that's not
Yeah.
even that old.
Yeah.
Older than 21, 22, 23. That's when they realize, like, unless I am that person, that guy, that gal, is it really worth it? Like,
Yeah.
unless you have that sponsorship, unless you have some reason doing that. Recently, even Supergirl Kells, she said she's retiring from doing tournaments. So she's just going to do streaming. And she's not really, top echelon, but she's a really good streamer. She just said, F it, I'm going to just go into streaming. That makes me more money. That makes me have a consistent job and everything like that. And I say, do you. Whatever works for you, do it. No one's should be saying anything to you.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, if you...
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm saying is, like, a lot of people who are still focused, still doing it, like, that's a bit of advice that I think works for some people, not everyone.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
if you do end up going into like how she did, she just focused more on streaming. I mean, sometimes that helps. Sometimes it helps because you realize, it opens your eyes to a wider world.
Yeah.
It's
Trying new
it's-
things always does that
exactly.
to you.
It's not all about being the best, but it's also about like connecting with people.
Yeah.
You know the one thing that I'll always remember? Zachary from Japan.
Yeah.
He came over from Genesis, and I forgot. I think he only got $300 for getting 5th place. $300. That was basically his flight there.
No, it's like less than his.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They're not-
he lost money.
And what's crazy about it, he's like, now he just, like, not too long ago, maybe like a month ago, he started creating his YouTube channel.
Instant. Yeah.
Making stuff now.
Yeah.
My man goes to tournaments, but he doesn't care as much anymore. And I'm just like, I tell him, like,
He's also super young, to
he's
be fair.
60. No, that's what I'm saying. So when I say to the young kids, when like I would say under 21, they're like, oh man, I'm gonna care about this game forever. I'm like, I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna wait till you become that 21,
Also,
22.
like the younger kids, they just have all the time in the world, you know. It's just-
But I mean,
In
not
their
all of
mind-
them.
in
a lot
their
of, a lot
mind,
of,
they
a
don't.
lot of kids do study hard for school, especially Smashers. A lot of the Smash kids that are still in school, all smart kids. Snoofle, like A+ student, like just never.
Yeah, no,
you know,
I don't
so
think
it's
I
just
don't
like-
think you were meaning like they don't have any other priorities, like other things that they take care of.
But they
It's
have
just
more
that-
time than-
exactly.
yeah,
It's just like when
so-
they're done with schoolwork, what are they doing? Well, they
Yeah.
can play Smash. and,
Well,
like, they
I
can,
mean, I don't know
They
if we
can
should say
devote.
less time, maybe less responsibility.
Well, it's just
That's
in
the best
general.
way
It's
to
like
say it.
it's they
Yeah,
can
less
devote. They can
responsibility,
devote
right.
more time to it. Is
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
we're
I
saying.
remember back in the day when I used to game a lot. Like I play one game for like 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
me
I
in
used
high
to-
school. I was a bad student.
I used to
though.
I used to rock I used to rock people in Call of Duty because
Yeah.
I had all the
Yeah.
time in the world to
Modern Warfare
freaking
2 came
knock
man,
them
I
out.
was on
That was.
like-
Yeah.
I remember the night it came out, man. It was a
was
great night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was great. But-
All of us old heads here, 24, no, yeah,
I was also
23,
23.
23 and up right at this point. Yeah, old heads.
Yeah.
I mean, even like I said, you're talking people who are still in college.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them, this is a pastime for them.
Yep.
You know, when they're away, just like you did it to help you escape from the
for the
addiction.
realities of
Well, the
being an
addiction.
addict.
Yeah, and it helped you. Like
It did.
that to them, this is kind of their escape from like the pressure and the heaviness of school, and it's like they just want to
A lot of the kids
enjoy their time.
A lot of the kids that I've talked to as well in our scene have social anxiety in school, but they seem fine here, you know. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that this community can bring an escape for some people,
Yeah.
where they can make other friends that besides the ones they have at
Exactly.
school that maybe they're bullied, maybe
And like
other
yeah.
stuff happens.
And
in
in
their
my
life.
opinion, I feel like that's what, as a community, I feel like that's what we should strive to harness. From
Yeah.
people.
I know there's some aspects of the Smash community that are very toxic but
Every esports community.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I think
Please.
we, as you know, everybody here should definitely strive to improve on that and just show a better example.
Yeah.
Because if those kids can't be comfortable here, then
Yeah,
we can't
and
be comfortable.
yeah, and it's a scary world out there, and sometimes we're reminded of that real suddenly.
real easy when you get
Yeah.
older too. You just life hits you real hard, real
Yeah,
quick,
I mean,
all the time.
Ooh, I was about to say something. I mean,
Yeah.
No, but so we also did bring up the fact that some people, go from like straight from work to come here where they don't even care about O2ing. They just want to, or even like do well. Like some people do want to do well, but they also realize like I don't have as much time to put in. You know what I mean? Like I just came from
Yeah,
work.
it's one
I'm
of the
tired.
it's
you
one of the
know?
main reasons why I
21
don't
plus crowd.
compete.
A lot of
I mean,
there's some kids
at the
that
same
work.
time. Yeah, it's the same time. It's not just it's a mindset, really.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like some people just come here and they do it like again they don't come here to be the best. They come here to have fun.
Yeah.
And to be with their friends and to be in a place where they can relate to other people.
Yeah. And we're all a bunch of nerds here. I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah.
are the pinnacle of nerds.
no, I am a big, swole black man that's too cool for anything,
I
man.
play all those
He
sports.
says,
Cool's
he
cool
says,
for cool.
He says wearing a Pokemon shirt.
Exactly.
I
That's the best ironic part about it.
Pokemon, I want a Superman shirt, man. It's just-
Hey,
Yeah,
He's
that's
got a
both
plain
of us
pink
don't
shirt
have.
on or
Usually, we're
whatever
the ones
color.
with the graphic like.
hey,
Yeah,
I'm
usually.
sorry, bro. Like, I had to represent though. for
Yeah,
the
but
best-
Pokemon
good.
will always suck.
But-
Hey, yeah,
Always
talking
suck.
about always sucking Pokemon. Hey, E3 though.
Oh,
Oh,
Let's go.
I actually
Switching
tried to
subjects.
give it a chance because
Hey, I
I
was trying to
make.
make, I was trying to find,
Segue.
I was trying to
Let's
find a
go.
good segue, and he gave me one. He didn't even realize he gave me a good
But
segue.
yeah, but
What you
Wait,
wanted
did
to
you
end the
want-
thought?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He wanted to end
yeah,
it
you
back
wanted to
first.
end it
but
back.
regarding your retirement, no, I completely understand and I support you, whatever you want to do.
Thank you. I mean, obviously, I'll still always be part of the scene. I'll be here every now and then when I got free time on my hand where I'm just like, I just want to hang out with my friends.
For sure.
You know? So besides when I see you guys on Saturdays, like just see the whole community. Maybe on Wednesdays, I'll show up to an egg night every now and then Fridays. I'll be here at TriPoint most
Like I
often.
said,
I
I'm
love
gonna
all the
try, I'm
UGS
gonna try and
guys.
sneak you away sometimes to make some content. With
Oh
you,
yeah,
man.
all you guys come out to TriPoint 69.
Yo.
it's gonna be a good
yeah,
time.
if you haven't heard, you better come down to TriPoint.
It's gonna be
69.
interesting. From
this
what they told
weekend.
me, it's gonna be a show.
I cannot tell you anything because it's
gonna be a
supposed to be a
show.
It's gonna be a
surprise.
huge surprise.
Wait, are you gonna film it? Someone should
I
film
can.
it. Someone should film it.
I
I'm gonna-
have no
I-
idea what's going on.
If it's
We'll
not
film it.
filmed, did it even
We'll
happen?
film it.
Okay,
We'll film
yeah,
it.
we'll
We'll film
film
it.
it.
We'll get
film
the
it.
proof.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
We gotta show a clip too. Like when it happens, just put a
Oh
small
yeah,
little clip.
that
Yeah,
Saturday
picture.
podcast is gonna be a nice recap of what happened. Well, we can do
weekly
play by
roundup.
play.
so this is what happened.
Oh,
And
no.
at this point, this happened.
This is what happened.
I might just actually like try to finish work as early as I can this Friday. I just gotta
Listen, I will
experience this.
drive to where you work and I will help you finish.
So that's why we'll have the longest podcast that would be like, you know what, 3 hours. Just be like,
Yeah, we're literally frame by frame.
Yeah, frame by
I mean,
frame. No, I don't know about frame by frame.
I don't know if you want
we
to
could do play by play where like the specific action parts that happen.
No, but
So E3.
yeah.
Oh,
this is-
boy.
Because I mean, we did miss a lot. So like, I guess we
Yeah,
missed
we
E3.
did miss a
I know.
huge deal of stuff.
I know a lot of people already did videos, but we're doing one too. So
I mean, it's a podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
yeah, E3 happened. No,
yeah.
Wait, what was that?
big bullet point.
What-
E3 predictions.
what did you guys think?
Didn't watch a lot of it, but from what I did see, a lot of cool games. Xbox kind of surprised me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
what else
Um,
have actually?
Halo, baby. That's all they need is Halo, Gears of War.
I mean, I'm not.
There's all the couple games. They
So I
showed off
was
too,
I was
so.
happy and I was upset,
Mm-hmm.
and that's because there was a lot of stuff that like was good and there was a lot of stuff that came out of it that was bad. The whole EA debacle,
Yeah.
that was
EA?
bad.
Loot boxes.
Oh, the loot boxes
Microsoft.
Yeah, no, the what does it call it? Strategic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's what I forgot.
strategic.
The strategic
Toys?
Drops?
No,
Something like
it
that?
was something strategic or something like that.
I think
So
it's the
loot
strategic
boxes.
toys.
But blue boxes.
Oh, sorry, going
It's not
back to
gambling.
Microsoft though, like I seen the preview to the new console that's coming out, and I liked how they were gonna focus more on the gamer side because with Xbox One, it just didn't hit as much as 360. And
Yeah.
as much as I wanted it to, it just seemed like their focus was more on applications and entertainment.
They're still going the
besides
same way
games.
that they
All
did
in
with the
one.
One. Yeah.
No.
All in ones.
That,
They want an entertainment system.
but now not with the next ones. Project Scarlet's gonna be all focused, from what they said, is all focused on gaming.
Yeah.
All
that's
focused on
what
gaming.
he's saying. I
Yeah,
was like,
that's what he's
Yeah.
saying is that they're leaning more towards what Xbox 360 offered
Yeah.
rather than the Xbox One.
Thank God.
I'm just super surprised they were able to recover from that oof than when they announced the Xbox One. about the
yeah.
VR and everything.
People just like, eh.
Because
I mean,
they
do
were
you-
this close to just, it's done.
I mean, PlayStation came out with that ad where it's like, "This is how easy it is
I
to
know,
share
it's
your
like,
Yeah,
games."
like, oh,
And then it
shit.
was end of the commercial. It was like 5 seconds long.
was great.
Yeah, it was
It was
hilarious.
such a strategic
yeah,
play.
yeah, it was
They-
so
But
good.
yeah,
Fired
surprise mechanics. That's
yeah,
the word
that's
we were
EA
looking
called
for.
it surprise
Who did they
mechanics.
fire after that whole debacle?
What the surprise mechanic?
VP.
Yeah, they fired the VP
And they put
after
Phil
the
fired the
Spencer.
VP.
You're
Phil
done.
Spencer
Yeah,
took it. Yeah.
VP.
Oh, well, I mean, there's always a fall guy, and I bet you Phil Spencer was not the guy, but they're just like, yeah, you did it.
You
though.
got
Yeah.
No,
They're like,
Phil-
we gotta
Phil-
fire somebody.
No, Phil Spencer is the CEO now.
Oh.
The guy before got fired, and Phil Spencer took his
Yeah,
spot.
yeah.
Whatever the
Okay,
case
alright.
may
Yeah,
be, I bet
yeah.
you the guy before did not do anything, but they're like, we gotta fire
No,
somebody. big.
according
Someone's gotta take
to
the fall.
according to an article I read actually not long ago, where they're talking about like how is Xbox going to do with the next generation. They were talking about how I forget the guy's name. The CEO beforehand really was trying to push the entertainment system because apparently he was doing a lot of like deals with like big Comcast companies and stuff like that.
Of
That's why he
course.
was promoting like the football and like all this other
Lovely.
stuff. Yeah.
Yo, I bought
Also,
an
he had a
Xbox
huge-
so I can watch football, man.
He had a
Yeah.
huge. Everyone told him not to include the Kinect with Xbox One and make it like a separate piece, but he was super stingent on making it the $500
Yeah,
price.
because
but
you
it
had to
was-
deal with
was-
the
How did
peripheral
they not
maker.
learn
Yeah.
with 360?
Yo,
Like,
fam, I buy the Xbox so I can play with Kinect all day, dude.
Stop.
Like, bro.
I
Like,
have
bro.
my
You don't
own
even have an
reasons for
Xbox.
wanting to connect, but it's definitely not for games. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, Kinect is literally just a voice command. It's literally
Yeah.
like your Siri.
Yep.
That's all it is.
I
Xbox
found a good
Siri?
use for it for motion capturing. That's about it.
Yeah.
It is unique when it comes to that. If you watch like the behind the scene like footage of it, like how it actually captures
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
you can
the
actually
limbs
use
and
it as a
stuff like
mocap.
Yeah.
If people didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty
So,
cool.
look into that. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Look, humans are the worst controllers out there. Why would they even try to make? I can't. No, never mind. Yeah.
So, didn't Xbox announce or not announce or show off Cyberpunk?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. Even though
Keanu
it's multi-platform,
It's
hey.
multi-platform, but they
they
did
showed it
show
off.
off. They did show it off on their showcase,
Yeah.
and fucking Keanu Reeves, the year of Keanu.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
Brains.
watching that, and I jizzed myself.
Yeah, I totally wanted to die.
Okay, not gonna lie, I had to watch it 3 times for me to get into it. Like everybody was like, "Oh yeah," and I was just like,
Did you play Cyberpunk before?
"No, that's why."
That's probably why.
Hey.
So out of left field though.
I loved it.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
I
came
loved
out
it. It
of
was
nowhere.
amazing, and then Keanu Reeves popped up, and I was like, I
That's it,
almost
I'm
died.
sold.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
I'm
game
done.
is it in? Is it like how
It's
far? in
based
the
off
franchise?
kind of like D&D.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's based off a tabletop role-playing game.
Okay.
Where there was a video game, I believe. There's one
One
video
video
game
game.
that came out beforehand, not made by the same people.
No.
though. Where they are inspired by the game or the tabletop RPG, and they're like, hey, we could just do our own thing right now.
Yep.
You know, and
They made a
took the rights.
decent. They made a pretty decent game. It did fall flat on a lot of cases. Overall, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But this one's looking like it's basically gonna just destroy.
It seems like Witcher 3.5.
Yep.
Which is great because
Yeah.
Witcher
and like
3
I
is
said,
amazing.
it's part of the year of Keanu. So.
Yeah, definitely. So how about Jedi Fallen Order?
I
Oh
actually,
my God.
I'm hyped.
Oh!
I'm so hyped for that game.
God.
It makes absolutely no sense how good that game looks.
Oh god.
See, I have mixed reviews about it just because it's EA. And
Here's the thing. So when the trailer came out, that 10-minute video where the demo came out,
The gameplay.
the gameplay demo, people were like really disappointed for the
same
first
thing.
initial thoughts.
Same thing for the Marvel game.
Yeah, same thing with the Marvel game. Just kind of looks weird to begin with. Yeah, the Avengers game. There was a previous Avengers game, if you guys know, on the Xbox 360.
Yes.
It's going to be the same concept apparently. So I mean, I enjoyed that game when the Xbox 360 first came out. You know?
I mean, I just don't like that. Like they showed like part cinematic.
Yeah.
Part, like
What really
gameplay.
threw me off is that like they tried to make it as close to the cinematic universe, like the art style, like
Yeah,
like their faces are.
They,
really,
they literally
yeah.
could have just made anyone else. Make
Yeah.
it look like the
The
voice
actors.
actors portraying the character, and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But they
More
tried
about
to make
that.
it look like friggin' Chris Evans and the rest of the cast.
And Scarlet Witch really threw me.
Yeah,
off.
that was
Not
bad.
Scarlet Witch. I'm sorry, Black Widow.
Black
really
It's
Widow?
not
threw me
gonna
off.
age well though. That's my whenever they do these type of things,
yeah,
it's
that's
not
why
gonna
we're
age
saying
well.
it just
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
these games
to do
never
that.
like. There's never like an extended period of time where people are just gonna be like, you know, the Avengers game. I feel like replaying it. Like it's
I mean,
like it's a one-off.
People are gonna
thing.
do that for people are gonna. I'll tell you why it's a bad choice, because people loved Marvel Spider-Man for
Yeah.
that exact reason. It wasn't Tom Holland.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Oh, great game, dude.
Yeah.
At the end, the feels. Dude.
Yeah.
I
Around
still
the
haven't
field.
completed it. I still have to.
It's a
Wow.
great game. Great game. Sorry for
Yeah. No,
minor
it's fine.
spoiler.
No, it's fine.
No,
The feels.
I'd assume.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
somebody spoiled
was beautiful.
it for me, but
Anyway,
It-
but
wha-
back to Cyberpunk, and what we talking? No, Jedi. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Jedi.
Yeah, Jedi.
It's gonna be apparently, but when they gave the demo to actual players, like people who are at the conference, people said it's like a Metroidvania. And like a Metroidvania game, you unlock a new thing, what allows you to go back to a recent area, open that
yeah,
door that you couldn't before.
according
and
to
stuff
it,
like
it's,
that.
you're gonna travel from planet to planet.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and also it has like that mix of like that Dark Soul combat, you know,
Someone
which is
someone
so
told
cool.
me there's supposed to be like starship battles in there.
If that's the
travel.
case, I'll be super hyped. I
Like,
mean,
I
did you
mean,
watch
like-
the extended gameplay demo
Yeah,
that they
if
released?
it's
the 45
anything,
minute
if it's
one?
anything like if it's anything like the combat system in what is it called, No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be
No Man's
bad.
Sky. There's no comment. No Man's Sky, was
Yeah,
They
added it.
they've added it.
there? Really?
They've
Yeah.
added
Yeah, that's like add-ons.
They
and,
added multiplayer. They
DLC.
added a bunch of all like stuffs you can go
Yeah,
in
finally
space.
they added multiplayer.
Speaking of No
That's
Man's
how it
Skies, if
technically
No
was.
Man's Skies came out delayed, but it came out with all the shit that it came out with,
It would have been a
now-
great game.
It would have
We're
been the
not
game
gonna
they
touch that
promised.
one.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like.
Yeah,
that's-
no,
Yeah.
that's been said before plenty of times, and I agree.
Jedi
But-
Fallen Order.
Yeah.
The reason why I have mixed feelings about it is because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I grew up with like KOTOR and like Jedi Academy. Like Jedi Academy to me was like the peak of like Jedi combat. Like
Yeah.
it was just amazing. And with this one, it does seem more linear. My problem is that like from what I've seen from everything is like the skills that he has could change. Could you add more stuff? It just seems really repetitive to me.
I mean, he did
Yeah,
a lot of
the only
like
thing- the
time
only thing
stop
I-
stuff.
Yeah, the only thing
he
I
did that
didn't-
a lot.
The only thing I didn't like about his force powers is that they're very like stiff,
Yeah.
very stiff.
Yeah. But in the end, if they're trying to make it like a Dark Souls combat thing, it's not gonna. You're gonna use your
Yeah,
force
'cause
powers.
It's mostly parrying.
It's gonna be like Dark Souls is a lot more not parrying as much. It's
supposed to
more
be
like
rolling out of the way.
dodging out of the way,
No,
punishing
I
an
think
attack.
Parries are huge. part
Parries
of
are
it.
huge, but for the casual player, they're not
Yeah,
parrying every single.
they're gonna be
hit.
dodging.
Yeah, they're gonna be dodging everything. I mean,
You're
that
gonna
was
be
me
using
in
the force
all Dark.
powers to stop time and go
Yeah.
around. And
But at the same time, like I mean, in the video, like near the end of it, when he had like the guy dressed in all black
Yeah,
with like the
yep.
spear, the double-sided spear, versus like the blasters in the background, like
Mm-hmm.
the stormtroopers with the blasters. Like you got to think about what you're doing. You can't just go in there swinging
Guns
wildly.
blazing.
Yeah,
Lightsaber
you'll just die.
blazing.
Yeah.
What's his opinion on the no dismemberment as far as the lightsaber?
So that's just I actually did some research on it.
Yeah.
That is a just Lucasfilms thing and Disney thing now, where they won't
Yep.
allow dismemberment of a humanoid of any kind unless
and any
it's a
property
droid.
that's theirs.
Droids are okay.
What?
You can
So on
dismember
their
droids
in
in
the
the game.
properties that Disney owns, you're not allowed to have like any sort of dismemberment or.
Because
that's
it's
why
like
in the new-
family friendly.
That's why in the new Star Wars, no one's arm gets
I don't think
no one's
Star
hand
Wars
gets
is
cut off.
No Chomax? I know the
Yeah.
terms.
Yeah.
No Chomax.
But,
Yeah.
overall, it's like it. Some people hate it. Some people love it.
They did say there's gonna be droids in the game.
It's not. I mean, we don't know what how the lightsaber works. It's not a real
Qui-Gon
thing.
Jinn
But
literally went through a freaking like 10-inch steel door with a lightsaber. You're telling me it's like you can't.
all right,
slice
but
off
again,
an arm?
you're talking semantics at this point because again, it's something that's not.
It's not even in our hands. It's literally it's just something to get the
Yeah,
rights of
it's
the
like-
game. That's
it's
something I
something-
had to.
It's something like Disney bought the Star Wars franchise. Like,
Yeah, they had to
we
make it
can't-
family
we
friendly.
we literally can't do anything. Like that's what to take another point. That's what people are scared about X-Men and any of the properties that Fox owned because Logan did very well.
Did.
Deadpool does very well, and they've already Disney's and like the representatives for the company have said that they've allowed them to keep Deadpool at least R-rated.
Yeah.
But they haven't said anything about X-Men. They haven't said anything about the Fantastic Four, and
I-
that's what people are scared of because like if Fox is going to be at the helm in like hand in hand with Marvel putting out the new movies with them and everything, they're hoping that they continue the route of going more towards R-rated for that
I say this.
section.
Kevin Feige has done a great job with the MCU. I think with the new properties that they have now, they'll be able to do a better job.
Yeah, no, I mean, I never said that the Marvel movies are bad, like the Avengers and all that. They're great movies. I love them.
Play it
But I'm
safe.
gonna be completely honest with you. If they were anywhere near as bloody and as gory
Oh, yeah.
as some of the comics,
I
would
agree.
totally watch those movies like nonstop.
They play it safe for money, though.
But that's the thing. They play it
Because
safe
kids-
for kids. They
Yeah.
play it safe for adolescents and
Merchandise.
teens and merchandising because that's what they're doing the movies for. They're
Yeah.
doing the
And
movies
games,
to sell
alright.
games, to
Money.
sell video.
All about that money.
Yeah, to sell video games.
only color
They're
that
doing
matters
it to
is
sell
those green.
toys. They're
Yep.
doing it to sell merchandise. Can't sell a kid a T-shirt with Hulk like ripping someone's skull off.
Well, you could. It just wouldn't be a good parent.
I'm just
giving it
saying
to
you
a
would.
kid.
Yeah, but if you make it in a child's size, then you're
Yeah,
an evil
you're endorsing
corporation.
it.
But given I think like after Marvel started doing the movies, I think like they started to get away with a little bit more each time because I noticed. What?
You gotta get close.
Oh,
You're,
sorry.
Going further.
No, sorry. But I was
Get
saying it's
farther.
like
You're like
since
farther and
from
farther
the
away
first,
from the
from
mic.
the first Iron Man, to like Endgame, I think they got away with a little bit more each time. Like,
I mean,
Iron
they
Man
actually went
was-
backwards.
Really, you think so?
They went backwards. Yeah, the first Iron Man was like really gritty, really.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
didn't
like-
they kill that dude?
Yeah,
The-
it was
the
really
first
gritty.
dude
That
they
he
shot?
died
They-
and everything.
They kill a lot of people. They just
And
don't
then-
say he's dead.
And then in
That's
the second movie, he got drunk and everything. And then when Disney took him over, they were like, "Yeah, that you did, never happening
You
again."
remember when?
That's why he stopped. That's why he became like he started munching on food instead of drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tony Stark is a drunk, but yeah.
I mean,
Well,
that's
they
part of his
can't-
character,
But you
like, they
can't
couldn't-
promote that in
Yeah,
like,
they
what's supposed to
couldn't-
be
But
advertised
how
for
about-
kids.
How about like example Winter Soldier when he's on that boat. He just kicks that dude right in the side of the boat. You know he's dead. His spine's gone.
Yeah, but
That's it.
but again, that's after they had already made the switch and like it was all superhero movie.
Russo brothers, fantastic.
Yeah, they're fantastic directors.
They should have directed Game of Thrones.
That one.
Eek.
Oh wait, did we even talk? Oh,
We did. We
we
talked about
did
the finale.
briefly.
We
We did.
Yeah.
Briefly, because we really didn't want to like
Or
get
the
too
non-
like everyone had their feelings and we all discussed it.
Yeah. I'm so sad.
So moving on, Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Tasty.
so happy. I'm so happy.
I'm actually very excited that they're at least cleaning up 8 as well,
yeah.
which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Which one was 8? I'm trying to remember if that was the one where they had the
Squall.
Yeah.
that was the one with Squall and the Gunblade and
Mhm.
everything. Okay, yeah, I remember that now.
But I am looking forward to that one just because I was a huge fan of 7, and also I like how they're sticking with the same formula, but they're expanding on the story that they have.
Yeah, it's-
supposedly new secret levels or something.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it apparently you're only going to be stuck in the Midgar.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
name skipped my mind for a second. You're only be stuck in Midgar the entire first game. So the entire first game, you're gonna have gonna be a $60 game. You're gonna have a lot to do in Midgar. Midgar is huge.
Yep.
And
So-
that brings us forward. They're gonna do like one game for each part of 7. It's like different area.
Apparently, it's gonna be a 3-part
They're gonna do a
game.
3-part game.
Three-part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Is
gonna be
it-
amazing. Like
Has
Yeah.
that actually happened before?
Yeah. Other
Yes, but
Final
not,
Fantasy
not for
13
Final
1.
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 13
Yeah,
part
yeah,
1,
you're right.
part
Yeah,
2,
part 1, part 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But,
I guess you
um,
can call it like that. Yeah.
Another game that did it well was the Dot Hack series.
Okay, I know that. Yeah.
how about for newer generations? I don't think so.
New generation now.
No, I mean like other aside from Final Fantasy 13 1
Yeah.
and then 2.
And 3. Final
a part
Fantasy
3?
Isn't there a part
no.
3?
I thought it was only part one. I thought
Wait,
They
wait,
might
wait.
they might be releasing.
I thought
part
Lightning
3.
was her own game after part 2.
Yeah, I thought part 2 was the end of that.
Part 3. This is X. Never mind.
X3.
X-3
X I.
part 3.
Or there's only 2 parts. I could be wrong.
Yeah, Lightning is.
Oh
her-
yeah,
yeah,
right there. Lightning Returns.
That-
It's
That's
it's
part 2.
13, but it's its own thing.
Yeah, it's like part 3 was just
So,
Lightning. That's
yeah,
what I remembered.
I guess you could call it part 3, but I don't know if it's actually part 3.
Dude, Lightning is so boring though. Come on.
Lightning, what the?
Yeah,
she
I
was
just
my
know,
first
like-
Final Fantasy crush.
I didn't like it.
Because
Dude,
she actually looked like a
did you
human being.
look at
So.
her? Did you look at her design?
Yeah, it's a
That's
great
the
design.
most- Yeah, it makes no sense.
I thought it was
I
pretty.
just-
Yeah, I thought it was pretty bad.
I
It makes no
enjoy her
sense.
design. I hate you guys. I
never
enjoy.
played that one, so I can't.
I enjoy her design.
And she's so like dead in the face.
This
and
was
dead
also
in-
the one where they made you like only walk in specific directions.
Yes.
But
So Final Fantasy 13, and then there's one with her sister,
Yep.
and then Lightning Returns is
Mhm.
third.
The
Part
third-
3.
Part
it's
3, but
Part
unofficially.
3, but not officially because it doesn't have the -3.
It's just
Ah,
Lightning Returns.
It's just
just
Lightning,
Lightning
Returns.
Returns.
I just
Okay.
I can't believe like I lived this long to see like something I loved as a kid just being remade to this extent. Like,
Yeah.
you remember seeing the PS3 tech demo?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
When Cloud
so
came out, I'm like, they're not gonna fucking do it.
Like-
They didn't.
And
it was
they
like
did.
up in the air for the longest
Yeah.
time.
and then they're like,
And
ah,
then
okay.
E3, what 2000?
I mean, you got to you got to give it to them because they started part of that train because like the whole remaking thing.
Yeah.
Because like when they announced that, nobody was remaking things back then.
There
But
was a
now-
couple games, but nothing
Yeah,
too
but
major.
it wasn't a complete overhaul in
Yeah.
graphics.
It was a remaster.
It was
Remasters.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like now we have the Insane trilogy, and now
Yeah.
Spyro's getting his
CTR,
his-
the remake for
Yep,
CTR came out.
Crash Team
Great
Racing.
game.
Oh man, that game is sick.
It's so good.
I feel like they should.
I
remake
haven't
the
bought it
Jackson
yet.
Dexter's
Played
games.
it at my nephew's house because
Yeah.
like I went to my brother's house. My nephew was there and he was playing it, and I was like, oh, I'm sitting down.
The new mechanic,
It's like, yes.
for what is it called when you
Drifting.
drifting? I can't even speak today.
Yeah.
Well, the new mechanic for drifting in the game is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so instead of just
I
like
love,
the normal
I love
one
that
boost,
you have more than one visual like indication.
yes,
When to
so-
go.
Yeah, like you get the smoke in the back,
Mhm.
or you can use the bar.
you can
as
use the
well.
bar.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
and then even the tires start turning color.
oh, they do.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
change
notice
color.
that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, the
Sick.
game it looks fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean,
it plays so well.
yeah, it's
Only
so
thing
good.
that sucks is it's not 60.
what?
It's not 60 FPS. It's 30.
I mean,
That's the only thing
I
that
mean,
sucks. But again,
it's like $40.
Yeah, it's
so-
like, but if someone's complaining about FPS at that point, go
It's
play a different
literally just made for us. Like
Yeah,
the
just go
newer
play-
kids
just
that
go
don't
play a
know the
different
game
game.
are not buying it.
But I want to talk about more about the remake's new mechanics that they implemented in the game. I love that they added a little bit of both old school and new school, with the whole like you can stop time and pick whatever you want to pick, but you're not just confined to that system. You can also do everything in real time via hotkeys. That's also really cool. I love that about it.
Yeah.
The dialogue, fantastic. I love what I see.
Apparently
Yo, we're
the-
finally getting
like-
voice actors.
Yeah, we're finally getting voice actors, was huge, but it's like apparently it's like really intricate dialogue as well. Apparently there's
Yeah.
one point where Cloud's talking to Barrett. This is what I read when they first talked about like the behind the scenes gameplay demo. There's a thing with like Cloud's talking to Barrett and like Barrett's like, I can hear her, I can hear the earth or whatever. Yeah, exactly says, and Cloud's like, you can hear that. And then like Barrett walks away and he's like, "You need some help, dude." I can't wait to hear the actual line, but it's just like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
awesome.
hyped. I'm so hyped.
Sick.
Yeah.
Can't wait when they reveal the summons and stuff. I'm gonna flip out. I swear.
I still think seeing the wrestling, what was it, the hot tub? I can't remember if it's a
Oh, the
hot tub.
bathhouse?
Yeah, bathhouse. That's the one.
No.
Bathhouse scene is gonna be real weird with actual
When-
human.
I know.
looking-
I feel bad because I'm the only guy that has not played Final Fantasy
Oof.
7 on this table.
There,
I'm just taking
I mean,
context
it's
clues.
right there, homie.
it's gonna be.
Pop it in.
I mean, it's obviously not gonna be this game, but when Cloud goes like basically comatose for a while, that scene's gonna be very interesting.
The depth of Aerith.
Yeah,
no,
that's
no.
good. Aerith looks so
Ah,
cool
she
this
looks
game.
so good.
I know. You just
I
know
can't wait.
she's gonna die though. I don't want to
blood
even at that
splatter
point.
and everything. I want to see it.
Tifa though.
What? You don't like it? I actually enjoy her new design. I know
No,
people.
I enjoy it.
Uh,
he means like,
I'm just like,
what?
what?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Some people were complaining. They say like they
get the
downsized
tissues
her
and the
her
and the-
tits and they got mad.
I don't know. No one's gonna.
And pause.
No, we have no edit points here, man. There's nothing.
No, he means like pause the game. 'cause
Oh.
I'm about to
Oh, get some lotion. Ah.
Oh my god,
Hey, you know.
warm them hams up.
you guys are crazy.
So the last thing that I would say and think about E3 was probably the whole Nintendo Direct, I guess.
Oh,
I'm gonna be fair with you.
Sword and Shield suck.
Don't care about the entire thing. I just
The
really think,
Banjo Tooie
don't care
or
about
Banjo Kazooie. I mean,
Oh, no,
you
no,
don't care about
Yeah, yeah,
Banjo.
yeah.
Let me say like
them
this.
being announced, that was pretty cool.
I'm happy that every character for Smash got in, like Hero. I love Dragon Quest. That's the character I would really want to play.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy
Another
that Banjo
Swordy,
Kazooie got
but
in.
I'm kind of glad because I do like the.
Wait,
Dragon
Banjo
Quest.
Kazooie's also Swordy, dude. Come on, what are you saying?
No, he's another gun.
He's a gun sword. Hey man, so is Joker. So I mean, let me say it like this: the entire
And another Duck
presentation,
Hunt.
I was happy because I got No More Heroes 3, and then I was like, okay, Breath of the Wild 2 is cool. I'm coming out.
Yeah,
And
I
then
was really surprised about Breath of the Wild.
I didn't understand that there was gonna be a second one, but you know that's cool.
Well, supposedly the creator had a bunch of ideas for DLC, but he got so much that he decided, you know what, let's just do a sequel.
Let's do a sequel.
That's
Let's
fine.
literally
That's
the game.
perfectly fine.
But is it going to be a? Is it? Can
have
it be
you-
a
have-
sequel
has
if it's just
everyone
based off
played Breath of the
DLC?
Wild
That's
here?
the thing.
Has everyone beat Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
Yes.
I-
Okay, at the end they really do play it off. If you get the actual final ending,
Yeah.
Which was
the one where they walk off together,
Okay. Yeah.
they left it open ended for DLC, which they made 2 packs for it, and
Yeah.
then people were like, well, where's the next one? Because he said they were gonna have like a bunch,
Yeah.
and that's what happened. Is the same thing like Corey said.
Just make a game.
They
Make
just
a
ended
game
up,
out of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just ended up where like they were like, dude, you need to chill and just like let's make another one.
Well, as
No.
far as making a game off of DLC purely, I don't think.
Obviously, he's
that's
going to
the
add
case.
more. Yeah, he's
Well,
obviously
that's
going to
what
add
I'm
more
saying.
to
That's why
it.
they were like, stop making DLC. We're gonna take what you made and make it into a new game.
Turn into a
My
game.
my gripes with Breath of the Wild, it's like I'm hoping in the sequel they just add old school dungeons.
The dungeons in that game.
temples didn't like bother me. It's just I just wanted like old school dungeons.
Yeah,
How
I want
old
a
school are we
water
talking?
temple.
Zelda
like
1,
water
2?
temple.
Okay, I was talking about 1 or 2 Zelda.
I mean, any
Any?
pretty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Any Zelda dungeon.
It's pretty fucking good. I mean, the
Impressive.
worst one is by far the water temple in Ocarina of Time.
It's
I
really
love
not that
that
bad.
one.
It's
It's
really
so
not that
If
bad.
you speed run that game,
It's easy.
super easy to go.
I
through.
don't speedrun.
It's not even that bad.
You don't even have to.
bad.
But like, what I'm saying is like, if you take the tactics that people use to speed run
I know.
in that temple, super easy.
I understand that. But me, in the heat of the moment, I just walked in this thing and I gotta solve 7,000 puzzles underwater, up the water, in the water. It's like, nah, I can't. do it. I hated that.
So you must have hated the divine beasts then.
No, the Divine Beasts were easy. The Divine Beast, all easy to me. I was like, what?
But
Where's
that
the
was the
challenge?
same concept.
Where was the challenge? That
I
was
was
the
saying,
thing.
it was the
Wait,
same
you
concept
hated the one
as
in
the water
Ocarina of Time, not in Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask.
I don't think
Water
I don't.
Temple was even worse.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
recall
gonna be
playing
honest with
Majora's
you.
Mask.
That
If
was
I had
even
to pick between Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time's Water Temple, I would pick Ocarina of Time.
I
any
don't
day.
recall ever playing Majora's Mask.
Oh,
as
so
a kid.
bad with the
Yeah,
Zora. Oh my.
the whole Zora section
It
is
was
terrible.
terrible.
The controls suck.
It's
so
like
bad.
inverted in the worst way
They
possible.
They suck so bad when they did it on the 3DS. They didn't fix any of the problems because they couldn't fix them.
It's just bad temple.
Didn't they mess with the swim mechanics though?
Yeah, they made
They
it worse.
tried. They tried to make
No.
it, and it was like, oops.
No. They made it
Oops.
worse because it's not the swim. It's not the swim mechanics. It's the fighting.
Oh yeah, right.
Because
The
his
ring?
boomerang things, like they no longer go through stuff. So you
I
had
didn't
to be
play the
precise,
In this closer to me.
and they'll just like hit the wall and come back if you try to do it like where they go through. It's weird.
Let's go.
But no, going back to Breath of the Wild, I'm looking forward to the sequel. And yeah,
Going back to
I
the whole
mean,
Nintendo
But yeah,
Direct,
I'm
though.
gonna be
Trash.
completely honest. If there isn't dungeons in Breath of the Wild 2, it's a bad game.
that's gonna be a disappointment.
Dude, I'm telling you, the Divine Beast. Besides, some of the shrines were
The
cool.
Divine Beasts were bad.
were
the
bad.
fact that the
Yeah.
Master Sword had a cooldown pissed me off.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean,
30
I don't mind.
minutes?
Listen, I don't mind breaking the equipment like the swords and stuff.
The Master Sword
give
should
us,
not break.
Just give us
Come
the
on,
just
man.
give us the ability to either A, repair them, or B, craft them.
Yeah, do like
Which
a
was
Dark
the
Cloud
biggest
thing.
complaints that they got. So they're
Yeah.
probably gonna implement some mechanic.
I
like
want
that.
to. If I can't, if I at least can't keep them, I want to be able to repair them or craft them.
craft
The-
them into something
The
better. Oh
Master
my
Sword
God.
#1 should never break.
Yeah.
Ever. But
should
I
never
like the
have a
mechanic
cooldown.
where I like the mechanic they added where it did stronger damage to certain types of
Listen,
enemies. I enjoyed
If
that.
I go through the trouble of going at a very low level to the damn fucking castle just to get the Hylian shield, it should not break.
Yes.
It should not break.
Yes.
I just love you can go to the Master Sword like automatic. You don't have to wait. You can go right there, but you can't lift it. You'll die.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. You're just like, and it,
Yeah, he's
you're
done.
just like, okay.
You need 13 hearts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That I think was kind of like
was
a smart play by them.
Oh, it was.
Because it makes you actually go through the game.
Yeah.
But the other smart play is the fact that you don't even need it to win the game.
No,
You don't.
no.
Yeah. I also don't even need to do the Divine Beast technically. They just
You
give
don't
a
you
health
don't need
heal.
anything
Yeah.
to
The
beat
amount
the
of
game
freedom
to like
was
to beat
amazing.
anything. You don't need anything.
Yeah.
You could. I've seen people do the like they use the magnet thing
Yeah.
to beat the whole game
Mm.
with just the magnet thing.
Those videos are hilarious. I'm like,
They're
I've
never
never
thought
seen
of
that actually.
Yeah.
before.
It's
You
probably
should
like
look
the,
at-
it's like the bomb thing like in Zelda 1 then, right?
A little bit,
Alright.
but it's way more like ridiculous because they're literally like riding the metal pieces through the sky, and then they go directly to where the divine beast monsters are at the top of the divine beasts,
Yeah.
and then the animation starts where they have to fight them, and then they just use a giant metal door and beat the crap out of it.
Dude went to Ganon.
And I was like, I don't understand how he's winning right now.
But,
Yeah.
but it was
Three
cool.
hearts.
just with the magnetic
But it was
power.
freaking ridiculous.
He's like, screw this. I'm gonna skip everything.
Yeah, he went straight to Ganon with just that.
I was like, wow.
Wow.
Made
Breath
it
of the
to
Wild is Breath of the Wild. That's what it is.
it's wild.
So Pokemon.
Earth and Earth.
Earth
Earth and Shield.
Captain Planet, let's go.
Sword and Shield. Okay. So like
Form of no.
all y'all who are complaining about the graphics and everything like that.
I don't care about the graphics.
I know, but I mean like in general how the game is. I have an explanation for you. It's so simple. Game Freak is slowly getting pushed out of making all the
Really?
main. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it is that that's what Game Freak is making their whole expansive game called Town. Because like there's no way in hell if all of Game Freak was there that they cannot implement every single thing that they had in the past, like all the Pokemon
Yeah.
with the good graphics. I'm telling you, it's like Pokemon, the company itself, says to Game Freak, "Y'all cool? Just make the main games, like make the main series games for us, so then we can make mobile games. Because all the mobile games are selling better.
Now the whole
Like
Konami
Pokemon
system
Go?
going.
Pokemon Go in 3 years has sold about 5% of the entire Pokemon company's profit.
But it's a free,
God.
yeah, but it's a free game.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that
5%
spend
of the entire.
they spend
Yes.
five. Do you realize that you could spend $100 on just Pokeball?
Yeah.
Oh my.
You know how many people I've actually talked to that are extreme Pokemon Go players that said they've actually bought multiples of those.
I don't know if you also paid
Guys, I
attention.
have a
$100.
solution for this. I have a solution for
Pokemon
this.
Masters, if you've paid attention to that new
Yeah.
thing, has the same mechanics as normal Pokemon games, but it's mobile now. First time ever that's happened. You know why? Because Pokemon realizes mobile is the fucking wave. That's why
I
Game
mean,
Freak is
yeah.
getting pushed out, and that's why we're not gonna get good games from good main series games. For
I have a
while.
solution for everyone that's worried about no more main game.
Oh, you're gonna say quit Pokemon, huh?
Just stop playing. Just stop playing those really terrible games.
Can
Hey,
we all
man.
just agree that Rockstar is responsible for all this? Because they released like the first DLC with Grand Theft Auto 4.
Wait, what? What?
You're saying
they released the first DLC, Grand Theft Auto.
was Grand Theft Auto 4 really the first case of DLC just in general?
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
the first case of DLC that was free.
Free.
Okay.
Like there was DLC that people wanted to like you had to buy,
Mhm.
and then the whole like season pass thing.
Yeah.
But they were the first ones to like, hey, we're not gonna make you pay for our DLC.
Wow. Free to play.
I mean,
They're
Rockstar.
still do that. to
Yeah,
this
all
day.
Grand Theft Auto
all
5.
GTA, including
Yeah.
and including Red Dead,
Yep,
have
all free.
DLC.
And who was the
They're
first
not
ones to
big
have
expansions
paid
though.
DLC?
They're not like
The first
Game
one,
breaking.
I don't know. You'd have to Google. that
Heist
first.
was the coolest thing they
Can
did
you
in Grand
Google
Theft
that
Auto
real
5.
quick?
What's up?
First game to
have
paid
DLC, just DLC in general.
I'm
I'm kind of curious now.
I'm just saddened as a Pokemon fan that this is the way that it's gonna go. But I realized as soon as Pokemon Go came in with money, even when people were talking shit
Total
about
Annihilation was the first.
Really?
It was an RTS game.
Nice.
it in
1997.
wow.
DLC
in
is crazy.
'97.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. PC gamers are advanced and way better than everybody else.
Yeah,
so,
but it's an RTS game that's even cooler.
There was an expansion to Sonic 3.
Really?
It was still going to make large. This is
Oh,
not
you're
the
talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
Sonic
yeah.
and Knuckles.
Yeah.
That technically counts, I guess, but it's not really DLC.
What about DLC for consoles? That would be.
Xbox Live Marketplace,
Yeah.
2006. That's what I
on
saw.
Consoles.
On console, the Dreamcast, the first console to support, and DLC was available, though limited
Yeah.
size due to narrow band connection.
So the Dreamcast was literally up.
Dreamcast.
It was the first console to have
On
DLC.
handhelds, early 1990s to 2000.
It had to be like the DS.
Oh, with the introduction of WAP in 2000, additional downloadable content.
The Nokia
So
phones.
WAPs, yeah.
Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. So, I mean, it's been here for a long time. We've just
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
just
think
crazy.
It's gone out of hand, man.
I don't think it's gotten out of hand. I just think it's made them lazy.
yeah, where they don't want to finish games. It's
Yeah.
just like
They're-
fix it
they're-
in post.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
literally
we'll
what
get a
what it is.
patch out for it later.
Yeah.
Men in 2099 with this awesome character pack. Let's go.
Let's go Smash. Smash is following that same route. Let's go.
Well,
mean,
they're
but-
saying season 2 for DLC for Smash.
Fam.
That's the rumors right now.
Fam. I think this may be the last Smash.
I hope.
I mean, what else do you need, really?
It's
after
Ultimate.
this?
It's literally, they call it Ultimate. They have all the players, all the
I mean,
characters.
Sakurai's like done.
He's always done, apparently.
He's always done, but he probably wants. Dude, he's probably just thinking, I just want to make a damn Kirby game again, dude.
No, he doesn't. He's been. I mean, then again, he's been hinting at it, but then at the
Yeah.
same time, he's like.
He probably just
bruh.
wants to make a Kirby game again, dude.
Yeah, he's
I want
so
another
he's
Kirby
so
game.
tired of Smash Bros. He really is.
I bet you.
However, he does enjoy pissing on everybody.
Yeah.
Golden showers.
I mean, he enjoys making people happy, which is why he's chosen the
That's
DLC
what I'm saying.
characters.
He,
that
he likes
has.
pissing on people.
I feel like if anything, if he's making people that happy at his own expense, he should really get checked out. Like, I'm not even joking, because
I mean, he hurt his hand making Smash 4.
he has ulcers because of it too.
Yeah.
What do you think on the Nintendo subscription thing? Because I want to know your guys' feelings on it.
Nintendo subscription.
You mean like the Nintendo Club thing to
Yeah,
like pay
yeah.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, just like everyone else, they have
If-
the because you have to pay in order to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
Wi-Fi now.
yeah.
That's what he's talking
If
about.
they were,
Oh.
if it meant that they can get dedicated servers for certain popular games, fine with it. But since they have not done that, I'm just ambivalent.
To
towards
be
it.
fair, though, it's only $20 for a year.
that's why I'm so ambivalent, and I pay
It's so
5.
cheap.
So
I pay 5.
I mean,
less
it's
than
like-
5 because I'm doing the
it's
family
like
pack.
so it's all about where they're moving, and like Nintendo has always been that company that like tries to innovate things,
Yeah.
and they realize that that's probably not going to keep making us money. So now they're at the point where like even with like the Switch, now they have it. They went backwards and they didn't make it a Switch anymore. They just made it a handheld device.
Yeah.
And like the reason they're doing that is because they're seeing that the market dictates what sells.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they can't continue to operate the way they've been operating in the past because they need that money in order to do the things they want to
I'm
do.
gonna be honest with you guys. I mean, this is where it's all going. Eventually, there will be no such thing as consoles or anything like that.
like
Because
I
your
already-
phones,
Like we
phone.
talked about it
Your
last. I
phones are
mean,
gonna be-
well, it's not just that, but like we talked about it last time. PC gaming.
yeah, PC game.
Every console is getting closer and closer to becoming to a PC. Both the new Xbox and the new PS5 are gonna have internals from PC parts.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, heavily rumored, because we haven't seen any exact specs yet. Heavily rumored is that these are the last consoles to ever be created. For the
I mean,
simple aspect
so-
is that it's gonna have replaceable parts.
Not just that, they
So-
also they're
They're
also
rumors, though.
the rumor. This isn't a rumor. The partnership is real, and now cross-platform play is
Yep.
Yeah.
a legitimate thing that they're going
Yeah,
to
yeah.
start working on. Which means, if everyone's sharing servers, why the fuck would you not just add the PCs?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Mine
then if you're,
makes-
the thing is, a lot of console players don't like playing with PC players because PC always has the advantage. Always.
Yeah.
Point and click.
But-
click.
But it's not just keyboard and mouse. It's also speed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
But
what.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
if every console becomes a computer,
Yeah.
that's
But-
not an issue anymore because now
Some people
not,
like to
not
play with
only,
that controller, not a keyboard.
but not
mouse,
even
though.
but even that, like, they're optimizing how quickly the lag is disappearing.
Yeah.
So like lag for the controller, the wireless remotes that
It's like
you
1
can-
millisecond now.
Yeah,
So.
it's starting to disappear,
Yeah.
and it's gonna get as good as pointing and clicking soon enough.
Yeah, but the biggest problem with the controller, like an analog stick, like this one, right, is that
Yeah, there's still
compared to
lag.
a mouse,
Human lag.
not lag. There's not.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
human
too
error.
restrict. Yeah, human error, and this is too restrictive of a movement compared to a mouse. Where if I do this and you become accustomed to your mouse, you know the exact angle you go to. When you do this, you still have to move it that way, and then there's slight errors that can happen.
Yeah,
just in
like I said,
general.
human error.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that, but that's what I'm saying is like, it's gonna get to the point where with the way VR is advancing, you can't tell me that that's not gonna be
Not a thing anymore.
thing
I
anymore.
mean, everything's gonna go turn into VR. Cause why not?
I don't think everything's going to turn
Eventually.
into VR, but I think they're going to take the mechanics that they learn from so many people playing VR and more companies going into like designing things for VR
One-
to
one
create. Because I mean, like the PlayStation VR uses the Move,
Yeah.
and like that's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's just an angle at the way you're holding it.
Yeah.
Steam just released a new VR
Yeah.
product, which the controllers are probably the best VR controllers I've ever seen.
Yep.
It detects like finger movements
Yep.
and everything. It's just amazing.
They
It's like
What are they
attach-
calling it? Google? Not Google. Oculus.
Something.
Something.
See, for me, for VR or anything for like that to sell, it has to be non-intrusive, very easy for anybody. I mean, like
So
not just for
the next
me gamer, like
the next
general gamer.
in the next 5 years, all the wires going to be disappearing.
Okay, if that's the
Oh,
case,
I
So
guess
it's going to be
I could
a
actually do
truly
that.
wireless VR system.
No,
is
these are games.
projected to be in the next 5 years.
But Steam VR or Steam VR set. That's it.
Steam
VR headset.
Headset. Ooh.
There, right there.
Oculus Rift.
That's the one.
Google Cardboard. I think this is the newest one, the
Valve, I think it's
Quest.
a Valve. I think that's what it is.
Valve Index VRs.
Everything you need to know. Did not come out yet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that
that's it.
one.
That's the one.
They've been working on this for a long time, I'm
dude,
guessing.
Gabe Newell is not happy unless he's.
But I think
Farther
Yeah,
down
but
life.
like if you go scroll up real quick,
Yeah.
those are the sensors.
These? Oh,
yeah, those
wow.
are the sensors. Those are This is supposedly going to be much more wireless than the other ones.
Wow.
It has to be completely wireless for me to get into.
I
That's
mean,
me though.
they're working
But
on it. I
they're
mean,
working on it.
Yeah.
I mean, look
the
at
Quest
the
is
advancements.
wireless,
like,
right? So
huh?
the Oculus Quest is wireless, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's very laggy.
Yeah, but
But yes, it's
getting there.
technically like wireless, but
Yeah.
obviously there's still wires here
I
and
put it
there
this way:
Yeah.
VR is still way overpriced, even like
for the commonplace.
common.
for the
Yeah, it has to be reasonably priced, less clunky,
Well,
and simple to get into.
what I'm saying is like the more advancements, the more likely it's going to be consumer ready,
Yeah,
and the more consumer ready it is, the cheaper it'll be.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
how
mean
I
they'll always find a cheaper way to pull this part apart. Maybe just
so
like
again,
slightly
another
tweak it.
another
Yeah.
perfect example why the new Switch Mini is the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just more
The fact that
consumer
you
friendly.
can't dock it though is so
I
weird
still
to me.
The
find the
more
value.
it's more consumer friendly. Why?
Yeah.
Because who's their market?
Yeah.
Little kids.
Yeah.
So
It's
little
like the
kids-
new DS.
it's
Yeah,
pretty much
so-
a good Game Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good Game Boy. It's a good Wii U. It's
a good DS. It has a
Yeah.
Wait,
touchscreen.
is it touchscreen? Is it touchscreen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
touchscreen,
touchscreen.
So, I mean, the future is just gonna get crazier and crazier.
I just can't wait till we all realize we're in a simulation.
Yo, Brandon the Vat. Let's go. Brandon the Vat theory. Let's
Like,
go.
when you start to like feel stuff that you're like doing in VR, like then it's gonna get nuts.
Did you guys watch?
Oh,
speaking of which,
shit.
you guys watch Black Mirror? Any of you guys
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
that
yeah.
show? Did you
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
season 5, episode 1?
What is it? Is it
It
Brandon
was
the Vat
called
theory?
Striking Vipers.
No.
Some people in this that watch this probably seen it.
we're
It-
still on season 3.
So the concept of it is VR, but it's like so immersive. It's like you feel,
hear about it.
you feel and hear everything in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a fighting game. I'm not gonna spoil anything other than that. It is a fucked up episode. It's
Wait,
great,
you know,
but
there's
it's
a-
so fucked
there's
up.
a-
Fight Club, let's go.
There's a short film somewhere on YouTube.
It's not what you think.
by like a Latino director that pretty much said that, like how the future. I forgot. It was so fucking good. Like hyper reality. I think that's the name of the fucking short.
We're getting like
You've
closer,
seen it. Have you
get
seen it?
closer to that? You know that old movie Gamer with Gerard
Yes.
Butler?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo.
That's
Yeah, but he was
crazy to think
controlled in
about.
that movie.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past.
Like I said,
happened,
one day
yeah,
we'll wake up
yeah.
and we'll all realize it's
We're
a
gonna be in
simulation.
all autonomous
When
cars.
they start
Autonomous
giving us
cars are already
chips
coming
and
out,
stuff,
fam.
which they're already starting to do. I'm getting a little too crazy.
No,
for me
autonomous
there.
cars. That's what you should be really worried about, because that's
We're
coming
we're
out
gonna be
soon.
like literally. I know the
Autobots
game.
assemble.
I know the game's coming out in a little bit, like literally less than a year from now. But like eventually, yeah, life is gonna become cyberpunk.
Yeah. it's
Besides
gonna
all
be-
the violence
I
and
wouldn't
shit.
I wouldn't say that it's gonna be cyberpunk, but it is gonna
Eventually, yeah.
human augmentation is gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's already
Eventu-
happening.
Yeah.
We already got like what is that the new
What's really scary?
There's a new Kevlar I forget what it's called, but it's like super flexible. It actually breathes for
Oh,
like
the-
amputees.
yeah,
No,
for
no, no.
amputees, people
I've
who
seen
like
that, yeah.
Oh, like to feel stuff.
yeah, they can
That's
they can
Oh, it
feel
connects
they
to the
can
nerve
feel the
settings?
wind on it, and it's weird.
So
And it's
but
not
I
your
mean,
hand though.
That
It's not a real.
That-
Yeah.
It's not
Kevlar
a
thing-
limb that you were born with, but it's a
Yeah.
limb that they put on you, and then it can actually feel it.
that
Yeah.
Kevlar thing is gonna get optimized soon enough. Once
Yeah.
what do you call it? There's like this thing called it's like what is it? It's
I mean, a breathable
No,
plastic.
no,
Think
no.
about that.
Yeah.
it's made of carbon, so it pretty much
Yeah,
is
like a
also-
carbon
carbon
fiber.
fiber. yeah.
No, it's not carbon fiber. It's like
It's
actual
something else.
carbon.
Yeah, it's actual carbon.
There's what do you call it?
Could
Lead?
also Google
No.
it.
Yeah, that's right.
Why am I fucking
Carbon.
up? No.
No, do like
That's not what I'm trying to think of right now.
I don't know what to look
What?
up.
No, graphene. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Graphene. Once graphene becomes mass.
Graphene. What is it called? MPT.
any of those.
No. It's not made of graphene, but he's talking about Kevlar.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
so
graphene
confused,
is
guys.
the wave that people are saying is the way to go. Once we can,
Limbs, I guess.
Yeah.
once we can
MPT
make it
limbs.
mass produced, mainly because it's made of carbon. It can be a super battery, and it's easy to like place on anybody's skin.
See, like that. It's like
Yeah, it has holes.
feel the
That's
air
crazy.
Yep.
in it.
Oh,
So that's a 3D printed leg, apparently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the future now. But
There's
once graphene
Kevlar.
is into this, bro, like I'm telling you, man.
This is the future is scary. I mean,
Future's not
what-
scary.
The future is scary.
Future's scary
I
to
know,
people who
like,
do not know,
change.
do not understand.
Yeah.
Human-
If you're afraid of change, then the future is scary. Yes, but
I mean,
It-
I'm not afraid of
eventually-
change, but it's
I
just
mean,
like,
eventually
You make it
all of
sound
us
like
are gonna have augmentations of some kind.
Yeah.
that. What's really scary to me is the fact that one day, eventually, human civilization, if we're still alive, I mean, we're probably gonna kill each other eventually.
Actually, probably not. But hey.
I mean, humanity's probably gonna die from.
No,
something
humanity
stupid.
will kill itself
Yeah,
eventually.
Okay,
inevitable.
so
But to continue,
biology,
yeah, then we can discuss that.
Right.
Continue the point.
If we hit that point where technology can be so imbued in, like, let's
Within
say you lose a
us.
finger and you get a metal thumb and it still feels like your normal thumb, great, awesome. It's gonna get really fucked up when people are purposely taking off limbs to get like upgraded arms or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Fam.
that's a little scary where people are purposely taking off their human
When
body
we get
parts to
100%
add.
androids,
prosthetic
that's when I'll be
limbs.
freaked out.
I mean, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
It really is. I don't think android is the correct term. I think cyborg is more what we're
Like,
looking
you mean
at.
people with a soul?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cyborg.
eventually there'll be people. with souls.
People that are like that were once human. but now are now
No,
nothing
even
but-
androids. I mean, eventually we're gonna have like this whole war that's gonna have. I guarantee you, we're gonna have a war where like
Probably.
androids have rights.
But the whole reason why.
Yeah, well, that was
Yeah.
gonna happen. That
Yeah,
was-
I mean, like the whole reason it would happen is because we would get to the point where we would, instead of building robots, we would instead build
mates.
parts for us to
Yeah.
be more robotic.
After we
We'd
die
also
to the
build
androids.
partners.
But the scale will slide to still one side about robots and humans.
It depends. It really depends because we might be making robots like now that are that can do certain things. But when,
job.
I mean, we are. I mean, that's literally
That's
where
literally
we're
what's
heading.
happening,
We got
yeah.
we got freaking robots that can open doors. We got
Yeah.
robots that can answer
Okay,
like
let me say about robots, fam. They only do what you can program.
yes,
what you
but
can do.
how
What happens
how
when you
long
create an
until you give it
AI that
sentience?
self-adapts?
See, the thing is with creating
It's
an
not even
AI,
self-adaptation. It's giving it sentience that we're
Yo,
worried about.
that's the thing. We've not even come close or even come close to understanding how.
Sentience works.
Yeah,
Like how
in our own
how
brain.
how does something become self-aware?
Somebody tried to they tried to quantify a rat's brain. It took them like almost like a terabyte of data just to
You
get.
mean a petabyte?
No, it was a terabyte. That's what they first tried to get.
Terabyte.
It was first a
It was
terabyte.
a rat.
It
Yeah.
was a rat brain, and then they got it for like 5 seconds, and it just died.
I think
But
AI. Google has plenty of AI stuff out there.
Could store the entire. Wow, okay, that's crazy.
It like
How big?
I mean, obviously, technology can move really fast. So maybe there's one day when we're still in our prime or
Just
living.
think about it. Not only like what 20, 25 years ago, like technology has gone so much further.
brain test.
Phones
so
were
fast.
bricks. Now
I
look
can't
at
use
them.
my brain
They're
today.
smaller bricks.
My brain
Phones
is
were
tired.
bricks
Yeah,
before
get
there were
those,
smaller bricks.
Brain augmentations.
I
Yeah,
do-
it's
I need
crazy
one.
because, like I said, I mean,
I don't know
literally
how
we
to
were
look
watching Limitless yesterday.
Yeah.
I love that movie because of how ridiculous it is.
Oh, that
Because
one.
it-
Wait, Limitless is the one
The
where
one
it's
where
all
the
about
dude takes the
drug.
pill
And then he's like
he's
licking
like,
the blood off the ground at one point because he
Yeah,
really
with
Yeah,
wants
'cause
to-
he's-
raccoon.
yeah, because
Yeah.
he's like Bradley Cooper is the star.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he's he like the whole like BS which was proven false anyway, that you
Yeah,
use
well,
only
yeah,
a certain percent of your
obviously.
brain
Yeah.
and yada yada. And this
10%
pill like
of your
lets you
brain.
use 100% of it or whatever.
I mean, there's a whole movie with Scarlett Johansson called Lucy,
Yeah.
where she
Yep.
acts as
Dude,
like
the movie was
100%.
trash, but
That
it was
movie was so bad.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Still
I mean,
hilarious.
so is Limitless. It's a pretty bad movie when you look at it, but it's funny. It's good because it gets you thinking, and that's mainly what more so what it's about.
Yeah.
Matrix. That's way too real.
No, Matrix. Let me tell you like this. Matrix. It was pretty much brain and vat theory, but with robots.
What's
Yeah,
my
and
biggest
a
issue with the
Jesus
Matrix?
complex.
Jesus complex. and
Biggest
third one.
biggest issue with the Matrix I have is that they're using humans for a source of power when humans don't exert enough
Energy.
energy
Yeah,
to
no,
be a
that-
source of power.
yeah.
No, it was a very inefficient way to
Well,
do it.
it's just
Yeah.
like, especially since you're incubating it
Yeah,
till it's a full-grown adult.
it's not like it's working for you. or
But they
something.
Yeah.
had
Like,
to do it that way because they had no other energy source.
No, they didn't.
They could have used
They
the
have
sun.
electricity.
They could've-
They
from
run off
where?
electricity.
They run off of
They're
electricity.
solar powered.
How? They plucked it off. They plucked-
Exactly.
No, oh yeah, they could have. That's what you're saying.
They were solar powered and they had to find another source of energy. Which
Oh
they
yeah, the
found out
humans blocked up the
humans
cloud.
were.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah, you're
that.
right. But what I'm saying is that it still makes logically it makes no sense if they were solar powered and they're still running off of electricity. They're smart enough to know how to conduct.
We're not here to poke holes in the Matrix. I'm just
Literally,
Yeah.
there's thousands.
I love the
upon
movie.
thousands
Yeah.
of like YouTube videos that have already done it for us.
I
Anyway.
don't want to get into that.
I love that movie. I was just like,
I
it's
just-
just always
I
a
just-
unique concept that hit me.
Yeah, I
It was
think
just
it's
It's
like-
a
funny
brain.
because
It's not
it's
a
like-
unique. It's a brain and
But
event
when we get to a
philosophy that's
point
been
where,
going
like,
on forever.
Our
But either
brains
way-
can download information.
They
like
can.
computers.
They can, but it's just
what?
it's not optimal the way that
Yeah.
their brains work. That's it. That once you're able to optimize it, then you become
I don't think
a
you
robot.
think it'd
can.
be crazy.
No,
like,
you
one
can.
day
You
you're
can.
Like, hey,
One day.
AI, probably.
You can.
One day.
I mean,
Yeah.
one
Takes
day,
time.
one day you will be able to because they're
Like
going
this?
to.
Like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna
They're
learn
getting-
the guitar
I mean,
today.
They're yeah,
Download. I know it.
yeah. I mean, they're doing it with genes.
yeah.
Oh,
They're
okay.
spliced,
Okay,
dude.
hey, okay. Let's
I
talk
got-
about
That's splicing
CRISPR.
though.
That's
That's
my,
CRISPR.
Hey
yeah.
man, I'm a biology guy, so I can tell you this: CRISPR is nowhere near what it needs to be. It still relies on the staph bacteria, which
Yeah.
can kill some people.
Yeah, but also whatchamacallit, didn't they try it on 2 babies recently in China? Like that guy used.
Yes, so they
Yeah.
try to do. I forgot what was the genetic reason because they can't do it just because of like vain reasons right now.
Yeah.
Soon vanity reasons will be a thing. But
Yeah.
right now, I forgot do.
But they did it. One
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
doctor is like, I'm
Yep.
gonna mess with these 2 babies.
Well, I mean, the
It's
parents,
It's just like
the parents said
American-
it's just
yeah,
like that
it's
one. It's just like that one wife who got impregnated with her like dead husband's
Oh, I heard
sperm.
about this.
Yep.
No, it was not her wife. This is recently, at least, if we're talking about different stories.
It was like the
the
mom. or
the
something.
mom's son died while he was in combat because he was over in Iraq, I believe.
It's
Or
one of the something.
yeah,
something
he was fighting
recent.
for the U.S. Army. He perished in battle, and one of the things he always talked about was having kids one day. And he was a sperm donor, and she was like,
I want
"It's
my
not
son's
written.
sperm.
Yeah, I need my son's sperm so I can get a
So
woman
we can
pregnant."
we can give him his wish.
Yeah.
like, fulfill his wish and whatever.
Yeah.
Have you seen the other crazy
But
one?
they're like I mean, you can incubate babies now.
Have you seen
Yeah,
the other
but
crazy
that's
one?
Test tube babies are weird, but
Yeah.
they're still like, they still
I
exist.
feel like there's
They're
some
humans.
kind of mental disability
Humans.
that would
Listen,
come
I
from
said
that.
test tube babies are weird. There's nothing incorrect about what I said.
That's true.
But think about this though. That's messing with the whole natural law of things because you start doing that
But
and
we are all. That's why we're saying like what you're talking about, where the brain will no longer just be this fleshy mesh. It'll be like optimized.
It's just
it'll
energy.
Be like
The
yeah.
brain is just energy, man.
I was
And
going
that's the
about
thing.
like you start
It's more like
incubating
impulses,
babies
electrical
without a
impulses.
female host.
Which is
I think
energy?
that would like
Yeah,
come
that's
with
right.
a
You
bunch
still
of
need you still need
mental
humans, though.
problems as well.
Your whole conscious and whole sentient being is all energy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I understand why people like, oh my god, it's not really me. And like, I said the same thing. Like, if someone,
I mean, that's why
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest. That's why I don't donate sperm, and I never will. And that's the same reason why I'll never let my wife sell one of her eggs, because she's like, well, it could make us a ton of money, and I'm like, yeah, but that's your DNA.
yeah, and that's someone
And
that's
there's a
related
likelihood that my son will come in contact with someone who has your DNA somewhere in the entire world.
to you. It's happened before.
And
Yeah,
like, I
probably.
don't want
No, it
that.
has happened in England. It was
But I
like
mean,
an
like,
entire
I-
city had about like 25 people that matched with somebody that was related to their father. That, like,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah, like, but that's my point. It's like I'm
That
not.
face.
I mean, at our core, there's a certain level of incest that had to happen in order for us to be
Yeah.
creative.
Oh, pff,
But
yeah.
my point is, like,
Except
I
in
don't
Africa,
want
nigga, let's
that.
go.
I don't want that to ever be the case. So that's why I will never donate sperm, and thus for why I'm asking my wife to be, to be with me and agree with me. She doesn't have to, obviously, because she's her own person. But like,
What?
Yeah.
Women have their own
she
rights?
respects me enough to agree that she's not going to donate an egg because of that reason.
No, I understand.
What-
We went way off topic.
Oh,
What?
we're
No,
talking
I mean,
about-
it's not really off topic. I'm just saying it's like because we
Oh,
were
we're
talking
talking
about
about
how
E3?
genes and like how the test tube babies.
Oh,
aren't
no, we're
technically-
talking about E3. That's what I was like, wait, hold up.
We went from E3 to
No,
the Matrix.
E3
to,
James.
We're talking about
prosthetics and
We were talking about the prosthetics because we were talking
Yeah.
about how like everything's gonna be cyberpunk at some point.
Yeah.
Because we went back to the whole VR and how
Yeah.
VR is like getting crazy right now.
Nintendo has test tube babies. Let's go.
You know,
spread the rumor
you know
around.
the crazy thing
Hashtag
that
test
happened
tube
though,
baby.
like Nintendo said, "Yo,
What's the
man,
timer at?
actually,
We still got time.
an hour and
I know we got
16
time.
minutes."
all right.
Yeah.
Miyamoto
So
has a test tube
They
baby.
said they're gonna show uncensored hentai and all that shit, like
What?
yeah.
Oh yeah, Sony's
Also-
gonna censor everything.
And then
So
Nintendo's
Oh.
if
like,
you play DMC5,
Yeah.
there is a scene where he picks up Trish,
Okay.
and you see her butt crack.
Okay. So
But
they're
on
gonna.
the PlayStation version,
Yeah.
it's a giant flare on the screen, so you don't see butt crack.
Nintendo said we're gonna
Because-
not
Hashtag
censor
say
anything.
butt crack.
And it's not Nintendo; it was Sony that blocked it out.
No, I'm saying.
But
I'm
Nintendo was like, we're not gonna do that because
that's the game.
that's like their
creation.
creative,
Yeah.
like art, like. But Sony went out of their way to do it for that game, and they're planning on doing it for a lot of games because they're tired of the stigma of like the whole hentai game thing, and because
Well,
a
that's
lot
not
of-
a way to stop it.
Nintendo's-
I mean,
you can't stop.
They're just
the
basically
memes.
like they're just basically saying like on their platform on PlayStation, they're not gonna allow that kind of stuff.
so
any
obviously
longer.
worse quality.
I mean, I don't know if it's worse quality, but it
I
does
mean,
get-
I'm gonna
it
give-
does-
Edition.
I will agree that it takes away creative freedom for a lot of
Yeah.
developers.
Yeah.
I mean, like think about if Bayonetta
that's what I was about
wasn't
to
the way it
say.
is because Nintendo was like, oh yeah, we're not allowing that on our.
That's what I was about to say. I was gonna
console.
say big props to Nintendo for allowing their creators to
Yeah.
keep doing what
I
they
mean,
want.
The
I like
PC
it.
version shows the butt crack.
Yeah.
And you go play it on PlayStation, it doesn't, and like it's just that one scene. And
Yeah.
I agree with a lot of like YouTubers and like people in the gaming community that are saying that is a very concerning thing because it's a huge censorship.
Yeah.
Just think about Street Fighter V. Armika, when she
Yeah.
had her
Oh
original,
yeah,
Yeah.
when she just slapped her butt. Did not even do anything crazy. Said, slapped her butt. They took that away. Just because Sony, man.
Yeah, I mean, and
Sony.
it's crazy because again, it's a form of censorship,
Yeah.
and it's very scary when a company can do something to violate our like in America our First Amendment right of
Yeah,
freedom
but
of-
they're from Japan. They
it
don't
doesn't
care.
matter because they deal with all world.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
understand me? And in the broader world, according to them, anyway, like that kind of risque stuff is becoming too prominent.
They could just let people have. I hate flat out censoring. I'd rather just do it like this. Give people the option to censor.
Yeah, I mean they
That's so much
literally.
easier.
How many of those like porn games give you the option to censor it? Literally, all of them have the ability to just hit a button or go into the menu and like turn on the
Or you
bars
could do like
or
old
turn on the
MK.
blur.
You could do like old MK and just
Remove
cheat
it.
codes.
This goes-
Cheat
Yeah,
codes.
they
This
remove
goes
it.
to like how parents monitor their children's content because we're all adults.
Yeah.
Why do you need to censor it
Yeah,
in the first
why the
place?
fuck?
Are you
DMC
censoring Devil May Cry
Devil
when it's
May
a
Cry is
mature
rated
game?
M for mature.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all 17-year-olds know what a butt crack is.
Yeah.
What?
So like,
I've never
why the fuck would you censor it? Well, because my little kid plays DMC.
Why is your little
Why
kid
is
Why
your
is your
little
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 kid?
kid playing
Why is that
DMC?
Sony's problem? Why is that our problem? That's
Yeah.
a you problem.
Golly.
Yeah.
My kid plays Mario. I don't see him bouncing on mushrooms.
I mean,
One day.
No, you guys are crazy.
I don't see him eating mushrooms.
Never
Hey,
said
Get
eating.
that mushroom out of your mouth.
Said bouncing.
Bouncing. You bounce on mushrooms?
Yeah. Goombas
Yeah.
are mushrooms.
Goombas are mushrooms.
Yes, they
They're,
are.
they're
Alright.
giant. They're just walking mushrooms, dude.
I thought they were like
Just
some
look at 'em,
other
look at 'em.
creatures. Goombas aren't mushrooms.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
They're mushrooms.
Species of sentient.
They're
mushrooms.
brown
I thought they were like
mushrooms.
some kind of chestnut or something.
No, they're the brown mushrooms.
That's what some
and
people
the,
thought.
The
yeah.
red mushrooms
are Goombas
are
chestnuts. No. Goombas are indeed chestnuts until now.
Until now.
Until
Okay,
now.
well, thank you, Internet. Until now, until you
For
said
3
it,
decades.
they were chestnuts. No, they're not.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
until a decade ago about it, I guess.
Yeah. I
That's
mean, it's
actually
fine.
wild. So they were not mushrooms.
So originally, when they first came out, they were supposed to be upside down chestnuts.
I freaked me out when those like toads actually have hats. It's like, what
Oh.
the hell? I was like, no. Don't do
It's
that.
supposed to be-
Keep your weird head on.
Holy shit.
I mean, with the advancement of just everything in general, whether it's games or technology and stuff like that, how can we look forward to companies not censoring everything at this point? I mean, because
what-
especially if it's going to go
at
to a
what point-
wider market.
At what point does it become a personal problem?
Should always be a personal problem first. I mean,
But at what point does it become a personal problem?
Does it?
How,
When it
what I'm
affects-
saying is like
when it affects a lot of
what
people.
I'm saying is that as far as what we know, they're doing this for like our sake, and the world is letting this thing go out to VAR or whatever, the world view. How do we know it's not like one of the Sony execs kids started playing a porn game and he was like, that's what are you doing, you know? And it's like,
Yeah, I mean,
and he's doing it for a personal reason. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that's why I'm saying, at what point do we take it as like this is just something personal?
they just have something
Like
against
they have
hentai.
something against it because something happened. You know, like I feel like that's what this is. I feel like he's like someone, like maybe a portion of the team was like personally offended by something something happened.
But it just-
Because I will say, Sony on Sony's platform there were way more games
Yeah.
like
At
that
some
were
point.
allowed and published by Sony.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think they just wanted to
And,
get
like-
that reputation off them. They
And
were
that's the thing. That's why I'm saying, at what point do we say this is a personal thing?
Probably already is.
We probably
That's
should.
what I'm saying.
We should
So
probably
And
something
say
at
that
what
every
point
time.
do we start to do something about it?
I mean, we have to do something about it right now.
Okay,
Because
this is what we
as
do
a-
about
There's
it.
nothing
as a-
we can do.
As a
No,
creator,
this is what we do
With
about
our
it.
wallets.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah, I mean,
don't
yeah.
spend.
Don't,
That's it.
don't spend money in anything that's Sony.
Yeah, but it's hard to say that when they come out with really good games.
I mean,
Like what?
yeah.
God of War?
I say zero. I've never bought
listen,
one.
I'm not saying that they don't come out with good games, but a majority of like the games that most people will play are multi-console.
Yeah.
You know,
For the most part.
like the Sony exclusives, great. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna invest in something that's censoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, CTR, right? I mean, isn't that
It was
exclusive?
fun. It's great. It's fun. But if,
Oh,
like,
wait, no. Crash is not exclusive to.
No, not anymore, no.
Oh, okay. So you can probably get that on the Switch and be fine.
Yeah, but just in general, it's just like it's something that I personally, as someone who creates content, I feel that that's a bad move. It's a bad play
Yeah.
because then it starts opening up the doors for a lot of things to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing is you can stop it by just not supporting them, right?
Yeah,
If it does
not
affect
allowing
you.
not allowing them to let their wallets get bigger.
And money speaks volumes just in general.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's the world we live in.
here in Chicago, there's that one furniture company. What is it called? Way something. Got in huge trouble, and there was like big like protest outside.
Yeah.
Because they sent furniture to the camps
Mhm.
down south for
The border.
the borders. Yeah, the border camps. What are they actually called? They're not called border camps. They actually
They're called
Immigration.
immigration. I was like,
Oh,
immigration holding centers.
Holding centers.
The holding
No, they're
centers.
holding them in a concentrated
Area.
format.
No, and the
Which resembles
and the
somewhat
immigrant.
of
They have tents. They're outside.
So E3. Yeah.
And the immigration holding centers, like the Chicago company sent a bunch of furniture over there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people got mad and didn't want to support them
I
anymore.
mean,
and
I'm
they
gonna be honest.
immediately, just
I'm
from
gonna
the
be honest.
backlash.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'd rather them send the furniture because these kids are.
No, I
suffering.
agree. People just didn't want, I
Them to
guess,
be
like to make
associated.
money off of it because they made a bunch of money
Well,
off
yeah.
of it.
I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I mean they're the only company giving
They
them
did
They're
say
furniture.
literally the only
after-
company that let like they were like, yeah, we'll send you furniture. Why not?
Yeah.
We want the kids to actually sit on something.
Well, they also thought about the money because it was a big deal, and
Yeah.
then, so
Yeah.
after the protest, they donated every single profit, like all the money they made, to an organization.
Okay, I don't
So
believe that.
That's what they
Right.
said. I mean, we can't do anything. We're not the ones doing their tables. and stuff.
Also,
Anyway, Banjo Kazooie's in Smash.
yeah, okay,
I'm so happy.
There's only one thing that I want to say. Well, actually, the next couple of topics that I was going to talk about was kind of dark.
I mean, we
That's
kind
why I
of
went
got
in-
dark itself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry
I mean
about
we
that.
didn't get dark, but we just got
We
like
got real.
Well,
we got like
real.
we got like yo
So
brain.
the only thing I'm gonna say right now is, we lost a relatively famous YouTuber, Etika.
Yeah.
I know we're late.
FTP.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I wasn't a fan of Etika. Like, not because I didn't want to be. It's just I didn't know him that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't a diehard fan, but I was a fan.
I was Joy-Con boy.
You're a
I-
Joy-Con boy.
I can't say about the shorts. I didn't get all the stuff, but I've been with them probably since like before that Mewtwo blow up thing, because I didn't even know about it. Like I didn't know that was his most viewed video, but I was watching him the entire time. I was like, yeah, this is not looking hot.
Yeah, it was a sad decline.
It was like even before he broke up with Christine, like it was looking rough. And then when I saw his videos, like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I was like, oh, he's
I
gonna
feel
do it
bad
one
because
day.
like the first few videos I started watching
Mhm.
was when it like the stuff started happening,
Oh.
and I didn't know because I watched the older videos where like
Yeah.
he was like he was in the right mindset and all that, and then like I was like I started catching up, and then like the new subscribe and the new video pops up, and he's like
That
So,
sorry
was he a
video,
Smash
that
player? I
I'm
was like,
sorry
yeek.
video he posted
Yeah,
a
the
week
last
before
one?
the last one.
It was not a week before. It was literally right before.
Oh, it's like
he
right
didn't even
before.
know he was yo.
What?
I was saying, was he a Smash player? And I'm like,
He played Smash, did not play Smash.
Not competitively.
competitive player.
He came to competitions.
Yeah,
he
he
was-
came to the first one that most people saw him at was I think Paragon 2015.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call him like a competitive smasher, but he was
loved the
definitely
game.
a Smash player. Like,
Actually, he didn't
enjoyed
love the
playing
game. He actually
Smash.
didn't. He was just his fans kept.
Yeah, he
that's
just
pretty much
literally was like fans were like, you should play Smash. He was like, why not?
pretty much everything. Like a lot of, you could say for the last 3 years of his life, he was saying, I was just doing it just for other people. That's what the sorry video was pretty much saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's why he's pushing out people.
He had no passion.
What?
Yeah, that's why I'm happy you got out of it at the right time because
Oh, I'm not.
it doesn't. Hey,
Either
sometimes
way,
it
it
happens.
does mentally strain you.
Yes, it
to
does
do
mentally
something
strain
that
you.
you're just
He was doing something
to
he didn't
satisfy
want to
others.
do, but he had doing something you didn't want to do for that long,
Yeah.
but having 800,000 plus people
Well,
coming at you. But then on top of that, one of the things that I saw was like there was 2 channels that like kept posting videos about him and then kept saying,
Dude,
why don't
the
you have
most
as much
fucked up
content
thing,
about
the
us?
most fucked up thing about it was, did you see the aftermath video where the guy was like, I called Etika at 3 o'clock in the morning and you won't believe
yeah,
what
that
that
guy.
guy, fuck that guy, number one.
Who is that guy?
I don't
he
know
does
who the
that all
fuck
the-
is
he does all
YouTube. I
those
just saw
things
the
all the
name.
time.
I didn't even watch it. I was like, just fuck
Wasn't
this dude.
Keemstar, was it?
It's
No,
not
it was
Keemstar.
not
Keemstar was actually trying to help Etika, but it was like,
Oh yeah, that one dude was like, everybody was posting like, look at this motherfucker trying
Yeah.
to make fame
Yeah.
off of
like he's
this-
He
he's
was
been doing
already a
seance
famous
videos.
YouTuber.
No, I know. That's why I was
He-
like,
no,
it's fucking
he
disgusting.
got famous from doing that type of shit, actually.
So what
Yeah, from doing like,
Well,
I
yeah,
called
he
this
got-
famous YouTuber at this clock, or you won't believe what he said to me and type shit.
I don't
Those
know.
are always his
I don't know
fucking
his
thing.
name.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
I don't want to put his name.
Yeah, I
out
don't
there.
do
even
you
know what his
think
name.
like all of that combined was what did it?
Yeah, it was pretty much like people telling him to do something that he didn't want to do. It accelerated to his knowledge, his undiagnosed depression. And then on top of that, he was blaming people for his own mistakes, which he didn't recognize. And then even when people tried to come to him, he was like, "No, I don't need it."
Yeah,
This
I
is
got
gone."
nothing wrong with me.
And then even though he recognized he had something wrong with him, he didn't really want to go through the right steps.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, like the biggest factor in all this is the fact that people
didn't
are
seek
trying
help.
to help him, and he never saw.
No, he
you know,
sought help. He went to plenty of psych wards and all that stuff for a bit.
No, he didn't want to get better.
Yes. He always reverted back to the norm, and he even posted on YouTube, Twitter, "It's like I'm better now," and he would post for a day or two, fine, and then instantly go back to that
Yeah.
spiral. You know what I mean? And there's only so much you can do.
He put so much pressure on himself when
Yeah.
it was unnecessary. Because real talk, people like most of the Joy-Con boys that were there for a long time
Yeah.
would not care. They would be like, you know what, do this. Like they would ask him, and then he would be like, nah, I don't feel comfortable doing this. It was only the people that were taking his content and just re-uploading it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna shout out the 2 channels because they were the ones that first did that. That started his first meltdown. They was like kept posting videos like, dude, why aren't you posting most content for us? We need to like rip up more content from your channel to upload it to our channel so that we can get.
That was
on."
it's actually still a topic that you can.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of YouTubers
yeah, there's a
that
lot
have
of
that
YouTubers.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Pokemon is a big example of it, where she always gets pissed off.
yeah,
because
she
people
gets mad at it, and she
Yeah.
was. That's
I mean,
why she
there's a
talked
lot
to
of-
Eve
there's a
Medica
lot-
about it.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of there's a lot of like game
Yeah.
reviewers that have that problem too.
Yep. And the thing is, they most of the time they just try to ignore it, but I guess Etika was a little bit more
Vocal.
legendary
vocal
pop-offs.
and
Dude.
yes,
Legendary
he was,
pop-offs.
he was a lot more vocal and a lot more sensitive. I don't even call it sensitive, but he just like he was more in tune with his fans. So that anytime he saw that, it hurt him. It hurt him. I guess that's how he felt.
I mean, you can let that stuff hurt you, dude, but just
Don't let it actually
yeah,
hurt you.
Yeah, don't. I mean, everyone goes through some shit, and God
Don't let
knows
it
what he's going
control
through
you.
his real life. I mean, God knows what he's going through in his real life besides the stuff on the YouTube, because that's one aspect of his life. Like everyone's life, outside of this, I have a family, or he has a family. Whether he has a good relationship with or a bad one, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff to this factor, like to his death, that we don't know about, and we'll
Yeah.
never know. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
if
The
they're
number
good
one-
people, they would not tell us anything about it.
Yeah,
Which they seem like good
Yeah,
people
most
enough not to.
most who were close to him felt like they just wanted to leave the situation as it was.
Yeah.
X has not said a damn thing, which I'm like, she
Yeah.
knew more than anybody.
Yeah,
She's not
yeah.
said a damn
She's
thing.
like, Jim, keeping my mouth. What was his personal business?
And
is
she's
his
probably
personal
dealing
business.
with the pain of losing him.
She
know what I
had
mean?
her own depression, fam.
Yeah,
Like, there's
yeah.
no way she's
Yeah.
gonna be like,
You know, it'd be
just
extremely easy to exploit the situation, and those people who didn't.
There are
Good on
some
her.
people that did, and they're terrible people for it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Talk about
But
exploitation.
moving on.
we got okay.
we got
so
another.
Let's start with-
controversy.
Which one do you want to talk about?
Bok choy.
Bok choy.
Or not bok choy.
Bochi.
Bochi.
All right, all
Bok
right.
choy is a
God.
Whoa,
Southern
whoa, whoa,
Illinois
whoa,
player.
she was
Whoa, whoa,
exploited.
whoa, wait a second. Never mind.
Wasn't bok choy a Southern Illinois
Yeah,
player?
yeah,
Minnesota?
yeah. That's what I was like, damn, you
Side
wanna-
note: this podcast is brought to you by my bathwater. No.
Let's go, Bill the Fiend. Anyway,
Oh, no.
so Bocce. Okay,
He's like, oh no.
okay. Bocce was
Listen,
15-year-old
I don't care what anybody says about Delphine or whatever
Yeah.
her name is.
genius.
She's a freaking such a genius.
Oh,
She-
genius. I
She
agree.
She
but
took
so
something that she learned from one of the pros, who's Kim Kardashian, and took controversy and made it profit.
Made a shit ton of money.
Made it her profit.
Well, I mean, you can't say guys are thirsty anymore when they got that bathwater.
Oh my god.
I saw a video the other day. It was like
Yo, I was
a
so
joke
mad.
video where he like vaped the fucking water.
Yeah, I was
and then
so-
he
I was
went
so-
to a different dimension. And shit like that.
I was so
Everyone
mad.
was Belle Delphine. It
I was
fucking
so
hilarious.
mad when I found out that story that was going around about somebody drinking it was fake. I was
Oh,
so mad. I was like,
Well,
I wish that
thought-
were real.
So I mean, I saw a thing. Obviously, it was on Facebook, so guaranteed it was probably fake. Where it was like 29 cases of people
Yeah, that's all
saying
fake.
they got herpes
Nope,
from
they're all
drinking
fake.
bathwater. Yeah, I
It's
know,
all
but it
fake.
was just
They're-
like
all of them are
yeah,
fake. I just
it's
thought it
one
was
of those
hilarious.
stories you wish was real because
Yeah,
it'd
yeah.
been fucking
That's what I'm saying.
hilarious.
Like,
Yeah.
like the one with like the ambulance and the dude like that supposedly drank it and was rushed to the hospital because of
Yeah.
it. Like,
wait, did you hear about the story? Okay, so because people were like, this is double standards. There's a story about like some guy farting or selling his farts in jars. He got arrested for it.
yeah, yeah.
And I-
That's like a bio.
Wait, but Belle Delphine was selling her fucking
She literally
bathwater.
sat in the water, dude. It's not.
Yeah.
It's literally not like she pissed in it.
Supposedly, we
Hey,
don't
it's
know for
farts,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
In air. It's gonna.
How
it's
much
air.
bathwater did she
Air,
sell? Is
bro.
the most important thing
Yeah.
because like the
Was it
volume
one
of water
bottle?
does not add up from the video to the amount she sold. Does not add up.
She
She's
could've
taking that many
easily-
baths in a
She
day.
took that many baths, bro.
Yeah.
She could have even just taken her tap water and be like, all right.
Yeah, that's good.
Guaranteed that's what
Guaranteed
happened.
that's what she did. Yeah.
Guaranteed, they probably bought like
There
giant
is
thing of bottles
some
of water and
Mason
just started
jars
going.
and just. kept
She
pouring
just
in.
took some a little bit of lavender like perfume, just sprayed just a little.
Why
Maybe
would
not
she?
even.
Why
just
would
to make
you
it smell like it's her. Whatever
Yeah.
perfume she
I mean,
had.
maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's.
What's
I
the
still-
difference between
I
normal
still-
bathwater
my
and
favorite,
her
My favorite
bathwater?
thing that she's ever made is that porn video with her playing with her pussy.
No, playing with the cock, stroking the cocks are my favorite ones.
What the fuck are you guys talking
You
about?
didn't
It's a
see-
troll. She literally trolled the internet, saying that she was gonna make porn videos,
Uh-huh.
and she made a Pornhub account.
Yeah.
And all of the
Well,
guy followers went to it,
I think
and
it
it
was
was
like-
just her with clever titles, and doing the thing that the title said.
Playing with my
I think the
pussy,
original
stroking
So
two
thing was
cocks.
yeah,
like
when she's
if-
stroking, she said she's Belle Delphine strokes her pussy, and it's like it starts the video with like a sexy picture of her in a sexy outfit,
Okay.
and then it cuts to her in real life with said sexy outfit, and then she pulls out like a toy cat and starts petting it.
The whole thing started
And, like-
with her like, oh, if I get like 1 million
1 million
followers
on
on
Instagram,
Instagram or
yep.
something, then I'll make a Pornhub account.
Yep.
And she did, and she made videos, and
Yep.
everybody
God,
So
was
she
that's a
trolled
mad.
smart woman.
She
dude.
trolled the internet. She
Yeah.
trolled the internet so hard, and then she took the controversy from the trolling and built
Made
it into
another
profit.
one. Yeah.
Like I said, this woman is
Genius.
smart.
Yeah, she's smart.
I don't know if she did it on her own, but if she has a team behind her, those people are smart as well.
I don't
Yeah.
care if it was on her own or not. I
Because
I
any
respect
publicity
it.
that
is
is
good
that is
publicity.
mad
Yes.
hustle.
Yeah.
That is such a mad hustle
And
to
she
make.
made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, how many did she make? It was
Let's
like
see. How much?
three-
How much bath water? I'm just type it like this. How much bath water did Belle Delphine? Somebody look for it.
She's 19. I didn't know she was that
Oh
young.
my god.
Oh, it went from 1 million to 4.2.
Where do you see that?
Yeah, 4.2 million
It-
on Instagram.
All it started was from 1 million. She's now at 4.2 million.
Who is?
Yeah,
paying?
because she's the biggest fucking troll on the internet right now.
Oh my god.
it's not safe for work.
I mean, it's fine.
That's
Dude,
the
is
Guardian.
she even like? I'm
Just say profit.
Delphine charges up to 2,000 for access to our exclusive lewd
Snapchat.
and boasts over 4,000 followers on Patreon.
Go
Dude, she's
go
making
back.
fucking
Go back
money.
and just type in like profit.
Does
I'm
she
sorry,
actually
man.
make?
You,
Does she actually
No,
do
right.
lewds?
Oh yeah.
Does she do lewds?
yes.
Yeah.
She
Actually,
does.
It's
does-
just it's the same pictures that you see on the Pornhub thing. It's just like
Belle
her
Delphine
really,
bathwater,
really thin, like,
herpes, the
swimsuits
first
and stuff.
That's
profit.
not even. To me, I'm.
Profit.
She's
I don't think
she's
there's gonna be
19
statistics
too,
out for it.
Yeah, I don't think.
The
Oh,
cut.
there, someone went through because she sold out on her website,
Really?
and it gave the quantity. So there's
There's some
absolutely no
YouTuber
way
bros.
somebody hasn't already done this.
I just can't.
I don't understand.
I don't know.
30 So $30 a pop, right?
That's not. Oh, you guys suck.
This is hilarious.
Every
the main
single
here.
one of you that bought it.
Whoever bought this is literally
Even-
just
even if
feeding.
it's
So
for
some did
troll.
it for the
feeding
troll.
into the.
Even
their-
for a troll, I'm saying you fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah, you really did.
Like, what
Monkey
purpose
bottles.
do you have with that? Like, what do you
It
do
doesn't
with
matter.
it?
She could have sold like 3,000 glass bottles, and she still made money. She still made
Yeah.
bank.
Look,
because
man.
not only did they have to pay the $30 for the actual container, they paid shipping and handling
Yeah.
for each one.
Yeah. So shit, I mean, each container probably costs her like what, less than 50 cents to make?
They were plastic.
There's two types
Less
of
than
niggas
50
I
cents
hate.
to
They're
make.
not even glass. They
Yeah.
were plastic.
Two types of niggas I hate: sip niggas, thirsty niggas. You guys, niggas are both. God,
No, there's no way someone actually sipped on that water. There's no way.
I said simp niggas.
Oh,
Like
simp.
simple-minded.
Simp niggas and thirsty niggas. They make the worst choices.
He's like, no, I don't think
I don't care how thirsty you are for a woman. You bought this bathwater, you are not drinking that shit. You're not doing anything with
I'm
that.
so disappointed.
No,
in
you
that,
are.
And
What are you doing with
There are
it?
videos already on YouTube of people doing stuff with the water.
Like what? Like what the fuck? Besides the guy, the vape video was hilarious. Like that video was
I'm,
fucking
kidding.
funny.
I'm just so disappointed in the male species right now. I'm like, dude, what is wrong?
Why are we reverting?
Red
what is going
pill.
on?
now?
Red pill.
We won the sex game. Why are we still fighting?
Let's go female viewership, which is probably zero.
Listen,
I'm
listen,
not with
bro.
him.
Listen.
he's married.
We designed the bikini. A man designed the bikini.
A man designed
and every
the high
woman in
heels
the
too.
world wears one.
Yes.
Man,
We
men-
won the sex war.
we designed heels too.
We did.
Yeah, everything.
Yoga pants?
Oh.
All, yeah, even all of that.
Everything we made.
All of
Push-up
all
bra?
of a majority of the stuff that makes women look, you know what I'm saying? Like
Victoria's
that.
Secret, man.
Is
What
it?
is it?
Victoria's
I
a
kinda
guy?
wanna see
Victoria,
it.
no, Victoria's.
I think it's run by a guy. I'm pretty sure.
It was originally made. I forgot.
Because
Should I
it's
look
the
up when
dude-
who
the whole reason
created
he
it?
called it Victoria's Secret is because his wife was named Victoria.
I think
Well,
he
what
was
was her
scared.
secret?
No. It was like he bought. I think he bought lingerie on X. I forgot it. This probably.
Yeah,
so,
see, it's
Oh
a guy.
my god.
Yeah, no.
guy.
Look at his damn
No.
beard. He looks like a damn brawny guy.
No, dude. There was a. There's an actual
He looks
story
like the
behind
old
it.
brawny
Yeah,
guy.
there's a
you
whole,
remember?
Why
like,
do they call
Wikipedia
Victoria's
page,
Secret?
you
We're
probably
gonna pick the name Victoria after Queen Victoria of the King.
No, that's not it.
Look,
This is from
enlarge
Wikipedia.
this picture
Nah,
real quick.
I don't think that's
That
right.
was
Enlarge
not
this
the. That was
picture.
not the story
Huh?
that I.
Enlarge this picture.
Boom.
Look, and go search up the brawny paper towel guy.
Oh, brawny
Do it
man?
right now.
What? Brony?
Brawny.
BRAWN.
Brawny man.
Brawny
Yeah, brawny
Paper towel.
man.
Brawny man.
Paper. Oh, this guy.
Oh, that's the old one. I'm talking about the old one.
Old
There's
one.
No.
Oh wait, no.
Look.
There he is. The one on the one all the way with the mustache.
Oh, where?
Right
the
there.
hell- This
Mustache
guy.
Oh my
at
god.
that.
Yeah.
I gotta
Hey,
go
I'm
back.
just saying it like this, bro. Like,
Oh my
I know
god.
Victoria's Secret was originally made because he was getting something for his wife, but he just
I don't know.
didn't want to. He wanted
There's
to hide
probably
it or something?
multiple stories, but
Yeah.
either way,
Yeah.
made by a man.
Anyway, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
So like I said,
The Angels comes from his wife being in a sorority.
Oh.
cute. Anyway,
Pi Beta Phi.
So
anyway.
before we even started talking about that stuff, we're
Jokes aside,
we're trying to talk about
jokes
Ochi.
aside, it's really like it's really unease. It makes me at unease for the internet to
Oh.
have allowed her to just like troll the men.
If
like
you're
this.
under
I
the
don't think
age
they
of
should
30 and
control
you, I'm gonna be honest, especially you smashers that watch this, if any of you guys bought that fucking water, throw it out. It's just
What do
literally
you
tap
do with
water.
it? Like what?
You sell it on eBay, go.
Oh, are you being
dare you,
serious?
Do not
I
tell me.
dare you.
Do not tell me.
I dare you.
You kidding
eBay.
me right now?
There's no way.
Yes.
This is smart people doing this.
yes.
Oh my god. It's like the people who bought out the Nintendo like mini.
$9,422, baby.
sold.
Yep, for approximately $9,422
We-
and 1 cent.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna say like this ultra instinct right here, man.
That's a 5-minute purchase. You made
$2,000.
Has she sold her underwear yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I think that'll ruin her image.
No.
What is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
She
She
trolling.
sold her bathwater.
That's trolling. Selling your underwear, nah, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
God, somebody reviewed it.
Yeah, that's rich.
Oh, Richard Review Tech. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there
It's
we
great.
Little known fact, he doesn't review tech.
go. He used to way
Used
back
to.
when.
saw this boat in there.
Wait, does he still do live videos now?
Maybe.
Because I mean, he used to
probably.
do gameplay, then he went to live, then he went to gameplay. I don't know, man.
It's fine.
I've been a fan of that YouTuber Yang Yi lately. He's a really good YouTuber.
Can we talk about how JonTron is like actually making videos more often now?
Oh my god, are you being serious?
Yes, he's making more videos after he's like, yo, I need to recover from that time.
Well, the last one I saw
Bro
was about the
Jared,
skull,
the
the vodka
debacle.
Yeah,
skulls.
he made like one every few months since then.
I'm so behind. I need to see.
So
I've not watched
Yeah,
him in
they're
forever.
awesome. I love
Fireside
funny.
chat with JonTron. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, I can't wait.
all
Oh,
those.
One a week?
Look at all
It's
those.
so
where's the one
awesome.
about
Work
the
right there. Yeah, that's the
Oh
one I'm
my
about to call.
God, so
1,
much
2, 3, 4, 5.
workplace
Look at all
safety.
those.
Oh
It's
my
awesome. I'm loving it. People are complaining like, why don't you do video game reviews anymore? And it's like,
Dude,
I'm,
some of his
I'm
old stuff
loving
is so
some of
good.
these.
I think
Like
that's
the-
why he
The
he-
workout one is fucking
these are
hilarious.
unique
This one?
videos.
No,
So-
yeah, both of those are hilarious.
So he's doing exactly what Hideka could have done. Not
Eek.
listen to his fans.
I mean,
And
I mean,
still
he's
make
not listening.
hilarious
To, he's not that he's not listening to
I
the
mean, not
fans.
listen
It's
to
like
the detractors. That's
he's
just
doing
saying.
stuff. He literally says it in the campfire one, like the fireside chat. He literally says he's doing stuff that he thinks will be funny. Instead of
they are
looking,
funny.
instead of like talking
They're
to people and
hilarious.
like making them feel happy, he's doing stuff that he loves, that he thinks is gonna make an impact on someone else.
So I was like late to the whole JonTron thing. The first JonTron video I actually watched on his channel was the I saw this boat in half one. What is
Oh,
The flex tape?
Flex
Mhm.
tape. The flex tape was the first
Man.
video I watched.
Yeah,
from
they're
him.
great.
I was a
Even
fan.
after that, because he had took like a long hiatus between his videos, I ended up watching his other stuff, his older stuff.
Yo,
It was all hilarious, dude.
all the video game review videos, top notch comedy.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I noticed JonTron.
So many memes.
He was on Game Grumps.
So
and
many
then
memes.
I was like, this guy's pretty good on his own.
I actually started watching JonTron after his like 5th upload.
Oh yeah.
I was a
Yeah.
fan from the 5th upload.
Oh, you a stan? You an
It
early
was a
stan?
long time ago, and like
You
the
had
only
to
reason,
suffer.
but the only reason, the
For a
only
long
reason
time.
I found him was because he literally had the same name as a kid I went to high school with.
Really?
And I thought that was him.
Jafari.
Yeah.
Oh,
I went to high school with a kid named John Jafari.
wow.
And
That'd have been funny if it was the
I
same day.
I literally Skyped him,
Yeah.
and I asked him if he was the same kid, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
So, but
You
I
Skype
still,
JonTron?
yeah, I got a chance to actually like sit down, like actually talk to him on Skype, not like face to face
Yeah.
on a video chat, but on text chat.
Oh, wow.
okay.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, here I was like, man, you really out here flexing, huh?
But-
Yeah, and it was just it was like really cool because like I really thought that was him because he spoke like him, he kind of looked like him, so I really thought that was him, and like I took the risk and like reached out to him to ask him if that was him, and he was not.
Yeah.
It was not, which is still cool by the way, because like it was back when he talked to every one of his like
Yeah.
followers
Fans,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
He's gotten so like just so far in his channel. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's back the way he's like I said. As long as he's making content, I'm happy because
Yeah.
the,
I
the
love
stuff
the
that he
one-
makes is
I
great.
love the one where he tried to learn, was it Taekwondo or something?
Yeah,
that
that was great.
So great.
Yeah.
watched
One of
it
the
a
funniest ones that I think I watched was when he did like the Disney video games, like the rip off
Yeah,
Chinese
yeah,
Disney
yeah.
video game ones. Like that shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, another YouTuber that does that's really funny is Kedikris.
I don't think I've watched
He's
it.
from Hidden Block. He's like a Europe YouTuber.
Oh. I don't really watch much stuff anymore. When it
Oh,
comes
why?
to
'Cause
YouTube,
you
I
don't
don't
like
really
us?
watch Critical Role, if you guys know what that is.
I've heard of it.
D&D.
Oh yeah, you just heard about that.
But it's like famous
My-
voice actors from
Yeah,
video
my
games.
my,
and
my
stuff like
mother-in-law actually, because she's DMing for us, she started watching those and she's
that. Yeah,
like,
Critical
in love.
Role is
She thinks
so
it's great.
good. Yeah, it's so good.
She
I
keeps
love
like
the whole,
she keeps tagging different videos from them
I don't know
on,
about
in
you,
our chat, and I'm
but-
like, I don't have time to watch like 3
I used
hours.
to be a huge fan of Power Rangers, and like they have like an Power Rangers like kind of like RPG thing,
Oh, cool.
which is pretty cool, which they did on Twitch, and they brought like all like a couple original like cast members like do it with them. It was so cool.
Damn.
I'm still mad that the short film that was made like a few years before the actual Power Rangers live action movie is better than the live action movie.
Which one?
I didn't see it. So I don't
There
know.
was a Power Rangers movie.
It was like the short film. It was like a battle for.
oh, it was on
something.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Oh my, it was sick as fuck.
yeah, it was sick as fuck. It was
I forget
adult
his
as
name.
fuck, too.
But you guys remember? It was one of the. It can't be one of the first Power Ranger movies. There's a Power Ranger movie when that was like the new adaptation of Power Rangers, and it was like the first original Red Power Ranger dies in the beginning. I just
Yeah,
remember
yeah, yeah.
crying my eyes out as a kid, just because I loved Red Ranger.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Red Ranger
yeah.
dies, yeah.
Red
What
Ranger.
is this?
Ranger dies. Power Rangers.
Jason.
Is his name
Jason?
Jason?
I think that's the name of the actor.
Power Rangers.
What's his name?
Austin St. John is the actor of the original Red Ranger.
Yeah, no, I think it's.
I think it was just a different dude because I think it was just not necessarily like
Oh, we're
a.
talking about
Oh,
Ninja
damn.
Storm.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, this
no, no,
is
no, no,
way-
no,
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 no.
no. It's the actual one. I think it's the Turbo movie you're thinking
Oh
of.
Turbo.
my God, I can't remember.
Yeah, because the Red Ranger and the Pink Ranger come back for the movie.
Did he die though in that one? I don't think.
I don't know if he dies.
Dude, we have all these
it's
niggas that are
crazy.
actually.
Well, I'm gonna say what movie did the Red Ranger? What movie did Red Ranger die in? It was at the beginning of the movie too. Sorry, I found dead.
No,
Oh
that's the
no,
same
it's just
one.
this
That's
is.
this real life.
We're not talking about real life.
Geek.
I don't like real life.
Yeah, he died 2 months ago.
Put me back in the simulation, please.
Holy shit, he only died 2 months ago.
Cool.
Evidence that Power Rangers
The
curse
other
is
guy.
real and destroying lives. What the hell?
Oh, the Pew guy.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Pew?
He's the Ninja Storm Red
Yeah,
Ranger.
Red Ninja Storm Ranger.
Okay, well, Power Ranger movies. You guys can keep discussing while I look and try to find.
Well, I was gonna talk about like those two other like 2 Smash things left.
Oh, the Ally thing.
Ally and Bochi. Oh,
We were on Bochi and then we just got off track because of
let me
Belle
just say it like
Delphine.
this: 15-year-old was bullied, pretty much the same situation as Etika. Hey fam, just chill, man. Just be chill.
Yeah.
Stop annoying her. And Etika, I mean
That
Etika.
one. Can we review
Day of the Dumpster.
That's the like
back-
original.
go
That's
back
the
a
first
page.
episode of.
Go back.
yes,
That was the first episode of the.
that Power Rangers White Dragon. Have you guys seen that?
No.
No.
It's
what?
made by Bat and the Sun. Whoever doesn't know what Bat and the Sun is, they did like the superpower beatdowns.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look that up right now. It is freaking amazing.
What?
Power Rangers what?
Legend
White-
of the White Dragon.
Legend of the White Dragon.
Legend of the White
There it
Look
is.
up that trailer right now.
Dang.
9 hours ago.
No. You go back.
That's
they
not
have
the
a
top.
Kickstarter.
It's
That's
not
the
this-
Kickstarter. Like that's like the
Yeah. It's on
It's on
article.
YouTube.
It's an article. Just go back.
I was hoping the link would be right there.
No.
They don't
Go
like this.
back.
Scroll down. It's one of those.
Just look on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll just go on YouTube.
Little soul.
The boob tube.
The boob tube.
Belle Delphine. What?
Look up Legend
Boob
of the White
tube?
Dragon.
Not gonna lie, when I was in middle school, I did look up boob tube.
Right there.
Kickstarter.
This is
This is their
amazing.
trailer for it.
Yo,
Full
this
screen it.
this is a fucking amazing trailer right here. I like this.
Isn't that
Iditis.
obviously?
Did I put? I
we
don't think
getting
we should put
audio?
volume.
We can't put volume.
I don't think we
copyright.
should. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish. I wish
Oh.
we could.
Yeah. No.
So, it's just a Kickstarter for a movie they want
You
to
can-
make.
you
it's a
can
movie
down
that they
the-
want to
the
make.
volume on the-
It doesn't matter. It's still copyright.
If you have a little bit of the value, they're like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
we might get
That's-
copyright on the freaking on the
I-
scene on the trailer.
Oh, we don't have to show it, right? I mean, it's just
No,
for us to really
yeah.
look.
Yeah, we're
So-
I'm just gonna
react
blur it
to
all
it.
out.
He's like,
Just put on the
yo.
volume. We'll just mute the volume.
No, that you have to mute all of us. That.
No, you wouldn't.
No, because
No?
it's coming out of your
Oh.
thing. So
Yeah, but my mic's gonna pick it up.
just make it real low. They're like wearing Halo helmets.
Oh,
It's weird.
how is this Power Rangers related though?
It's not. It's not
It is.
canon,
But it's not canon. But it is Power Rangers.
but it is
related.
based on Power Ranger stuff.
Oh. I just remember as a kid being fascinated with like the whole world of Power. Oh, they're wearing red and stuff like that.
I just remember Tommy being the best.
Isn't that Tommy right there?
Yeah.
That is Tommy. That's the
Yep.
actor who played
Green.
the Green Ranger.
He got knocked out.
Green turns to white, and white becomes OP.
All right, well, we should watch this
Yeah,
later.
I'll watch that later.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't
finish
know.
watching that.
Yeah, we're
We're getting close to the end, actually.
Yeah,
getting
we're at
close
an
to-
hour 50 at this point.
Okay, so we discussed the
Bochi
Bochi.
was super brief. But
yeah, but overall, just it's like you said.
People
it's like the
stop
Etika
being
thing.
dumb.
Just stop being dicks.
Yeah, something dumb.
yo, just look. Let's take a look at Etika. My thing is, you should have just taken a look at Etika before you went to Bochi like that. I was like, fam.
Wasn't it like the day after Etiquette?
Everyone
It was
like-
pretty much like the day after. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
oh
like
my
people
God.
are just like
Or it wasn't like a day or two
so
before. the
people
whole-
are
No, no, no.
just
He
so
died and then
they're
she-
so self-absorbed. It's ridiculous.
I can't understand.
And I need
She's 15.
I need all of us
She
to just
won.
I need all of us to just like take a step back, take our heads out of our asses, and like breathe real air for once.
I straight up think it was because the people saw her hug like some dude after she beat Ally, and I was like,
Are people jealous? Like, what
I
the hell?
don't know what happened.
She's fucking 15, you creeps. Like the fuck?
There's a decent amount of Smash scene that's
Yeah, that's your age.
But I'm just still like, fam, that's actually you know what? Talking about underage, man. Yeah.
Oh,
let's
do
go.
we really want to go into that?
No, I was gonna say it like this,
I'm
man.
not even touching that one, bro.
He's redacted. I'm not
He's
saying
gone
that.
now.
I already said. We already said the name before. For all y'all who don't know, it's Ally. I
Yeah,
mean,
that whole situation is just.
pretty much, fam. Don't be diddling kids, man. That's all I gotta say. Don't diddle kids.
I mean, those are the two
Illegal.
biggest controversies.
Don't
this
diddle
next-
anyone.
Don't diddle anybody without their consent.
Yeah.
Unless.
Can I diddle you?
There's no such thing as unless. It's just like,
May I diddle you?
No, you may not.
yeah.
No diddly.
And
Okay,
No
redacted.
diddly. That's all I'm gonna say.
No
It's all-
diddly diddly.
No diddly
Diddly
dilly.
doodly.
Dilly dilly dally
No
do.
diddly dally.
Like I
No,
just can't
it-
understand that. Oh yeah,
Okay,
you're the
he
one.
had-
You're the one that actually had the closest relationship.
So
to him.
I spoke to Ally quite a bit, especially because realizing he's a Snake main, I'm a Snake main. We went in back and forth talking about gameplay concepts and all like that.
Let's hope that's
He's a
all.
cool player. He's a cool player. I didn't know him outside of it really. I hung out with him a couple times at SmashCon and stuff like that. We grabbed it was like a bunch of us though. We got went to Walmart, grabbed some food and stuff like that, just chilled a bit. But other than that, I mean, I didn't really know him like a bunch of the top players.
So on
do,
this doll. No.
Oh no.
Gonna be fair with you, a lot of people got the vibe that he's one of the coolest players around. I heard from the inner circle,
He's chill.
inner circle that knew him, they got that weird vibe, but they just didn't really know what to do with it. And I'm
I mean,
just
I
like-
literally just saw him at Smash the Splash.
yeah, we
I
all
mean,
did,
Yeah. So it was just
and
like,
we were
it's
like,
weird.
oh yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
And
And
I
then-
guess he's not a cool dude.
Nope.
I mean,
You know,
What
he-
people do behind closed doors is frightening at times.
I'm gonna
'cause
say
people
he's
are
not top
fucking
in 16
crazy.
anymore. That's all.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
not getting fucking
The
anything
euphemism.
anymore. He made his money and dipped.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's dipping it.
Yeah, he's it.
And a
Stop.
16-year-old.
Well,
Stop.
I'm gonna
Well,
say
I
that. He was not sponsored by any major.
Yeah,
company.
Who was he
I
sponsored
could
by?
assume that.
Nobody. He was free
Oh,
agent.
he was
money.
free agent?
Everybody dropped him after that one.
I
No,
mean,
he's a free agent
no, he
agent before
literally
that.
was a free agent.
But you can imagine if he wasn't.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they
Oh,
would've
the
dropped
whole
him, yeah.
company would have gotten a backlash.
Yeah.
What are you
exactly.
talking about?
See,
I-
no, they would have gotten the
thankfully,
backlash the
there-
first time it happened.
Thankfully, no one was sponsoring them, so no company was affected by the shenanigans that
You know
this
what?
entire thing was.
Maybe they didn't re-sign him because they kind of knew. I doubt it because he was
I
also
doubt
suffering
it.
at the
Yeah,
time.
I doubt
He
it.
was suffering at the
He,
time.
I mean, he came
I
out
think
the lie
those are-
saying that nothing good
I think
happened
those are
last
pretty
year when the
unrelated.
allegations
did
come
he
out.
say nothing?
Yeah, he said nothing. Nothing happened.
Oh,
between
so
me
I
and
thought he
him.
was lying up through omission, but he's
No,
actually
he just
lying.
came out. Yeah, he lied straight up about it, and then
okay.
came out and
That
was like, "Yeah,
seemed
I
worse.
lied about it."
It
So,
doesn't really matter. He was gonna be gone regardless.
Goodbye.
My
I mean, that's
my
the
only
best
thing
thing
is,
I
is
mean,
that
yeah, best of luck to you. And
I hope you seek help. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
is he gonna be banned like how Hugo was banned, or like I heard he's gonna be lifetime
Did
banned? But I'm like,
he
I think it's
face
lifetime.
any repercussions as far as law enforcement?
there's no
there was no
file,
charges.
there's
No
no,
charges.
files, no, charges,
no
nothing.
files, or nothing. But the thing is, Hugo was banned for a year worldwide for Spanish, for all
Basically,
Smashes.
at the very moment, it's accusations at best.
Allegations.
allegations.
Yeah, allegations.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But
so,
it's confirmed allegations from the word from literally him.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
right?
saying. It's like
Yeah.
he's confirming the allegations, but
Yeah.
at the same time, there's nothing. No
know
one,
what?
no one has taken action.
I
The
think
only
the
person
only
that can't take action is Captain Zach.
the
Yeah,
only
the
reason why I
person- the
think
person-
that he
people
came
involved.
out in front and said he admitted is so then he doesn't have to fear Captain Zach coming out and saying, "Yeah, I'm taking this." Which,
Yeah.
I mean,
Even if he does, though, he still can rightfully.
huh?
To be fair, one of the reasons that there probably wasn't charges, I'm not saying I advocate for it, still fucked up because Ally was like near 30s and Zach was
No
like
one cares
15,
that it was
16.
legal.
That's the thing. that there can't be charges based on
There
that
are,
aspect.
there can be, but it's like I said, it's a touchy subject, and it's
Yeah.
way too much to be
Touchy?
going into detail.
Well, fucking stop.
Would you
It's so
stop.
nasty. for him to think about.
Stop. I'm just saying.
I'm
he's
just saying
Dylan.
it's a complicated topic, and
Yeah.
like,
Yes. I'm glad
it's-
he's gone.
Yeah, like
Well,
I
I'm-
just hope that everyone as a whole can like take this example and learn from it.
Yeah, don't be a fucking pedophile.
Hey. when you think about messing with somebody, make sure they're of age and
Don't
they're
diddle your
consenting.
littles, okay?
Hey, don't
Yeah.
diddle. Yeah,
Give
don't diddle the
permission.
littles, man.
Give permission before you get your little diddler
Out.
diddled.
Yeah, man. Consent is the best present, man. That's all I'm
Yes,
gonna
yeah.
say, bro.
Don't do anything legal. How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
just be a
let's
good
just-
person.
Let's just keep our morals in check, please.
Yeah,
Moral
just
people.
be moral people. Easier said than done, obviously, but with
You
the
said
right help,
moral.
you can be. With the right people around you, you can be a good person. good.
Yeah,
moral-
in all honesty, I think
not
a
that
lot
hard.
of a lot of
Good
people a lot of people don't realize that the people you hang around with, like the people that you're best friends with, or the people that you hang around with the most, even if you don't like them very much, they all tend to reflect
Yeah.
something that you start to do yourself.
It starts
Like-
off slow too,
Yeah, like
because
when I used to-
eventually, like when me and my best friend laugh exactly the same. I don't know if he took my laugh or I took his laugh. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
we when we both laughed. What was one of the things my ex hated? It was because we'd both laugh the same exact way. She's like, both of you fucking stop. It's so annoying because we'd like do like when something's really funny to both of us, we stop like actually doing a noise. Like it's just the expression was just like you can't even fucking breathe. You know what I mean? We had the same exact laugh, and she fucking hated it.
Bottom line
Yeah,
is
I
you're,
mean-
you're a product of your environment.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like back when I was, in high school, I hung out with the guys who smoked weed and like did all the drugs and fucked around stupid shit. That's what I was doing.
Yep.
Now I hang around with people who go out and like to enjoy life and do things that are fun, and like that's what I'm doing now.
Yep.
And like,
You are who you hang
yeah,
out
you,
with.
you are part of your environment.
Yep.
Don't ever forget that who you keep around you is
Reflect you.
the type of people you want to be like.
Yeah,
You
they
understand me?
reflect you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The people
Exactly.
you hang out with.
It's like the best. It's a cliche, but it's the best phrase for a reason.
Yeah.
Treat people how you want to be treated.
Yep.
And so keep people who treat you the way you want to treat others.
Yep.
don't be a dick.
Just don't be an
I mean,
asshole.
unless you want to be a dick, then go and be a dick. But understand that not everyone's gonna like you.
Dude, I
Yeah.
don't get it. Why would anybody want to be a penis, man?
I mean, because you got two balls that hang around you all the time. So
You got two old
You-
dudes. that
so you're
just
never
are-
Two
alone.
guaranteed
Two-
friends.
Two
Exactly.
old
Yeah,
dudes that
dude.
just
But
hang
you're
around
never
you the
alone.
entire time.
You're
never alone.
Old wise men.
Old wise men that are just behind you, just slowly trying to hang out with you.
you
Like,
know.
hey, what's good?
So we're the balls in this scenario. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, are you saying we're two dicks?
I ain't talking about this. I'm not in this. I didn't give consent.
Don't diddle
Wait,
me.
we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
No,
We're
all
gonna
right.
end on a good note. And
You just had to go and ruin it.
Hey, I'm sorry.
On a actual last note,
Wait, no,
B.
no.
He's gonna have something.
Oh
after
yeah,
I
you
say.
do have something.
You go
Wait,
first then.
wait. What was I gonna say? I was not gonna say
I
about.
don't even remember.
I was not gonna bring about that thing. That's actually not even what I was gonna say.
Oh, never mind.
What are you gonna say?
We were talking about something before the podcast about like being you said breaking the bird.
No, we are not talking about that. All right.
Wait, what?
The fee card thing. Remember we were
Yeah,
talking
but-
about-
Oh,
I mean-
breaking the
Yeah, breaking.
popping the cherries.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I said I breaking in a virgin is kind of cool.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, that's the name of the episode, all right?
And I was like, I'm down to
That
talk
sounds.
about
That's.
this.
I'm gonna
That-
put that
what
at
were
the
you
beginning
gonna
of the podcast.
That's what I. That was
Was that
you
the note?
No,
No,
that's
no,
not what
that's
I
not what
was
he was
gonna
gonna
say.
end on.
That's not his
It was just when
what
he said that we were gonna talk about because we
Oh, I
did
had
say
the
we would
sticker on me
probably
the
talk
entire
about
We
it.
would
fucking
either talk
time,
about
okay.
that
You
or
really
the
did.
worst things that we've ever
I
done.
thought that was part of
before.
the shirt for a minute.
No, this is
Oops.
from. I went to a festival today.
Cute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stop getting drunk.
He thought I was gonna talk about something else, which was like I think the worst things that ever happened to you.
No, we're saving that for next week though.
Yeah, but I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying that.
we're saving.
I have
it.
a lot of things, but I was like,
We'll,
come on.
we're saving us making ourselves look like even more of assholes.
Well, he
Yeah.
can't because apparently that was his worst thing.
The worst thing I did was already told in one of the other podcasts,
So,
which
I mean-
was with my
No, but I
friend,
said the worst
so.
thing that has ever
But you're
happened to you. That's what I
Oh,
said.
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure there's things that you've
Yeah,
done.
I
that
have
you-
some. Maybe I can think of
Something bad that happened to you, you've done to somebody else.
What I want to end the show on.
Come on, breaking in virgins. Man.
No, we're not
Stop.
ending on that.
Time to stop.
So, speaking
Cue the dude with the
speaking
clap.
about breaking in virgins, I'm about to break everyone's V card in D&D. So get tuned in for that because we're about to play D&D soon on this
D&D.
channel on RPG.
Yes.
Right, recorded podcast. I'm the DM. We got Gordruff.
Goldruff the wait. Goldruff the golden bruv.
Yeah, you have the soft voice. What's your character's name? Steven. What'd you name yourself?
What did I name myself?
I can
you
check
gotta
right
look
now.
at the
I can
character.
check right now.
You gotta
Oh
look
my
at.
God.
You
I
gotta
haven't
look
looked
at-
at
You
it
know
in a
your
while.
character name.
Yes,
Corey,
I
what's
am
your character?
Raijin.
Oh wait, shit! I gotta do it on my own computer.
I gotta go look at this. 'cause
I
it's
can
been
do
a
it for you
while.
real quick.
Just look at the Paragon.
I'm just so happy I opened that door.
Oh yeah. You, godlike. Please.
All right, so your character's name, Steven, is
Asshole.
Zexilus.
Ah, right.
Zexilus.
Zexilus?
A tiefling rogue.
Yeah, that's my
We
tiefling.
got Gordruff, the golden
Half orc.
half-orc paladin, and we have Rajan, the dragonborn monk, and we also have a couple other players. They're going to be coming and going. We have Zach, Steven's wife, Cecilia,
Adriel.
Idril as well, and who else are we missing?
AJ.
And
AJ.
AJ. Yeah,
AJ was not able to make it today.
yeah, he could not make it.
We could still get Adriel, possibly.
We probably still can, but after the podcast is done, we're usually going to start playing D&D.
Yep.
For the most part. So look forward to that. Not sure if it's going to be a weekly thing or bi-weekly thing because I already run a main campaign.
I think
for a
we're
bunch of
gonna
people,
try
so-
doing it bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly is
for
probably the
moment.
best thing for me.
For the
Yeah.
moment, we're gonna try doing bi-weekly.
Gives me a lot more time. to
and
work.
sometimes we're busy on Saturday.
Yeah, and sometimes that happens as well. So
But anyway, thank you for
thank you for
joining
watching.
us.
Yes.
Wait.
As always.
So, like, I'm just gonna say, we did 2 hours today, and we like zoomed through a lot of topics, but I love the topics that we stayed on. So, no, I love the topic when we're talking about like the future shit. Like, I've been waiting.
Like in the future.
The future.
No,
You want to close it out?
we didn't say our little catchphrase.
Oh no, we have not even closed out.
We haven't
Oh,
closed
okay.
out yet. Yeah, we haven't closed out.
So
So as always, follow us on our social media.
I'm UGS underscore, no, SSBU underscore Bushi. I don't even use social media as much anymore. So
if you want to see something really funny, especially next week, try point 69. I'm going to post as much as I can at manly guy underscore.
I am looking forward to it. Also, I have Twitter, RockGuy83. I'm part of RPG, so feel free to follow me there.
Yeah, and I recently started like my Twitter. I never use it
Yeah.
because I've never really had a reason to, but I've started using the Rarely Paragon Twitter. So follow us at Rarely Paragon. You'll see my posts of like the streams that we do and all sorts of stuff that like we're gonna start posting on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, follow me if you want to talk directly to me at Rarely Paragon.
Oh yeah, guys, this is our last. I need to remind you guys, this
I was
is
about to
our
bring that up.
last
Yes.
UGS. This is our last UGS ground
more
level
Uggs.
podcast. It's not going to be on UGS anymore. It's going to be shifted towards Rarely Paragon Gaming. It's
On
all-
YouTube?
On YouTube and on Twitter, we'll be using that one. That one will be tweeted out. It may go through a different title change. Who knows?
Yeah, we might rebrand. We're not 100% sure. We have to talk about that. But overall, remember, go subscribe to Rarely Paragon Gaming. Come follow us on Twitter at Rarely Paragon, and we'll keep you guys updated. The podcast will continue. We
Yes.
will continue with the same people. We will have special guests. We will talk about Smash when things are relevant to Smash. We
Can
will
we
talk
announce
about
next week's guest?
all sorts of stuff.
Well, I mean, it has to actually be,
Yeah, let's
Okay.
get it set in stone
Okay.
first. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Reeves, everybody, let's go.
Listen,
Keanu Reeves.
listen. If we ever get Keanu Reeves on this podcast, I will personally kiss him.
We'll all kiss him. We'll be like, whoa. You're
He will
actually,
give consent because he's such a nice
Actually,
guy.
you know,
We will
he
diddle him.
doesn't actually touch women.
Please, no.
He's
Not
a nice guy.
Keanu
No.
Reeves.
He's like,
There
I don't
that.
want to mess with women at all
Unless he
because of
wants
the Me Too movement.
I mean,
Yeah,
Which
it'd be
you
scary.
won't.
You're scared.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Stay grounded, everyone. I didn't forget. Stay
No,
grounded.
we know. Sometimes our guy Zach, he's like, wait, what?
For the very last time, maybe.
Stay
For the very
grounded.
last, I think that's something that has to stay.
Ah,
Stay
come on.
grounded.
Dude,
Like,
should
that's
we
so cool.
should we just keep the name?
No, we can
We'll
figure out
talk
the
about
name.
it. We'll talk
For
about it,
now.
but for now, don't
For now.
forget to
stay
stay grounded.
grounded.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.
Kisses.
Bye. Oh,
Break
the
that
table.
V card, bro.
oh my
Oh
god.
All right. So.